This webcast presentation on the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 1 minute. This webcast presentation on the McGuffey Sports Network will begin in 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Now, as always, and great job, Zach, with getting the interview with Coach Dalton. Lots of nice insight, and it sounds like a confident head coach, and he should be. He mentioned the team, how much they were improved since the loss at Mount Pleasant, which was obviously that'd be the low point of the season, because even though they lost to Stowe Rocks, that game was so intense and so competitive against such a quality team. Like I said, there's like no moral victories necessarily, but a game like that, it's hard to walk away without feeling that you've accomplished something. Like from a confidence standpoint, knowing that you stood toe-to-toe with them on offense and defense. And he mentioned special teams too. Like last week, that was huge. I remember like the first 3 drives all starting inside the 30-yard line of Charleroi because of either turnovers or blocked punts or problems with the snaps. And they've been solid all year. He mentioned Dylan Stewart. I can't say enough about how well he's kicked the ball this year, and Connor Crow punt-wise as well. He's done a good job. They've given him a little bit of free reign out there, too, when he thinks he can get those extra yards and maybe run that fake off that rugby-style punt. Shows the coach not only has confidence in his players, but he's sharing that with them, and they know that. They know that he's got that confidence.
And that's nice, and I think we've said it just about every single week when talking about Philip McEwen, but just his overall confidence, his peripheral vision while he's on the field, or if he's under pressure and he's scrambling outside the box, if they got 2 or 3 stacked and there's pressure on him, I mean, he's talented. There's no other way to put it. I mean, I know that's kind of a bland saying, but he's a talented athlete. His ability to throw, because we know he can throw the long ball if he gets into a pinch, but he also has the ability to where he can tuck and run it, and if you needed 5 yards, he might get you 15 or 20. So, I mean, that's the type of guy you want leading your offense.
Absolutely, and he grew a lot over the last. I mean, we saw him improve throughout the year. Last year, he was splitting a little bit of time last year too, especially in the second half of the season. So coming into the season, his senior year, he's really. It's just certain guys just have that leadership mentality, and you can tell that when you talk about having confidence, his offense has confidence when they're in that huddle with him because he just exudes it, and it comes out. It comes out in the play. This backfield in general, I know they've been getting Dylan Droboy in a lot more at fullback because he's earned some time there, and it's been able to give Eric Donnelly a little bit of a breather, which is also great. But having those 3 backs back there with Dietrich and Brookman, and whether it's Donnelly or Droboy, you've got 4 guys when you add them with McEwen that have been around each other for the last couple of years and know that triple option offense very well. And
that triple option, I mean, that's kind of the cornerstone of this McGuffey offense. I mean, we saw them transition to the spread, then they kind of go to the wing T. You know, that triple option, I mean, it's a killer, especially when they come around on the reverse, the end around reverse, and that ends up being a dive right up the center. It's unheard of for it to not go for anything less than 5 yards, which, I mean, that's what happens. You take these guys at the younger level, they get molded up, getting used to the offense, and then by the time they hit the high school level, that is, they're very familiar with what is going to be expected of them as athletes whenever they're playing for the varsity team.
So McGuffey tonight taking on the Golden Eagles of Keystone Oaks, and it's a big conference matchup here tonight. Around the conference as well, though, there are some other matchups of note.
They defeated South Allegheny in the opening round, and then they fell to a very strong North Catholic team in a wild 3A quarterfinal showdown. It's hard to believe Keystone Oaks was in 3A in 21.
A lot of those schools. We mentioned it last week. The realignment this year shook more things up than any other year that I can remember in recent history.
But they fell to North Catholic last year, 48-41. I do remember catching some of the highlights from that game, and it was a wild game the way it came down to the end there. But with them playing down a class, I mean, I still think they're playing to a caliber level of talent that if they're thinking McGuffey's just going to kind of lay down to them tonight, that's going to be sadly mistaken. I mean, as Dalton said there in his pregame interview I was able to get with him, the way the defense has been playing, the way they've adjusted since the Mount Pleasant lost, and as I said, they peaked at the right time. I think that loss kind of brought them together a little bit more to say, hey, listen, we just got kicked all over the place by a Mount Pleasant team that we easily could have beat. And since then, they've kind of turned it up a couple extra notches.
Yeah.
You know, with the Stowe Rocks game, last week at Charleroi, I mean, this is a very exciting team to watch right now. And these next 3 weeks, with tonight included, they're going to be wild. So, I mean, hold on to your hats, folks.
Yep. We got beautiful weather here tonight. It's a crisp fall evening here. The leaves are in full display here tonight. One of the best times of the year, if not the best, in southwestern PA. So get out and enjoy it while you can, while this scenery is so beautiful. But tonight we're going to enjoy some high school football. And we'll be right back here with the We get you the winner of the coin toss and ready for opening kickoff. You listen to McKean Plumbing and Heating pregame show here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Jim Murray's Auto Service, located at 122 East Railroad Street in Washington, offers full auto repair, state inspection, emissions, brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, whatever ails your car or truck. Jim and his qualified team of mechanics can diagnose your vehicle issues and get you back on the road in no time. At Jim Murray's, you're not a service number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's, professional service with personal small-town treatment.
Are you planning a holiday but need some assistance? Might be confusing, but here's a solution. Sky's Limit Travel. Since 2014, Sky's Limit Travel has been guiding travelers to their vacation destination. Whether it's a family or group vacation, luxurious or romantic getaway, Sky's Limit Travel is happy to assist. Also specializing in cruises and all-inclusive resorts. Sky's Limit Travel offers destination guides for the perfect vacation getaway. For more information, visit their website at skyslimittravel.net or call them at 724-413-3182. Sky's the Limit Travel. Lose yourself in the Caribbean. A Travelers Planner International affiliate.
Looking to earn fast cash for scrap metal and vehicles? Brookman Iron and Metals will pay you top dollar for unwanted scrap metal or junk cars. Since 1931, Brookman Iron and Metals has offered the highest market prices for scrap metal, from iron to brass to vehicles. Looking to recycle? Their local family-owned company will take any recyclable metal off your hands. In addition, you have easy access to their clean location to recycle without a hassle. Don't let recyclable metal materials take up your much-needed space. Use a roll-off container from Brookman Iron and Metals to provide you with a convenient solution for your recycling needs. Brookman Iron and Metals, located at 4 Race Street in Washington, 724-222-4260.
Shale Pro Energy Services is a best-in-class natural gas service provider, and they are looking for new employees like you. Shale Pro offers a range of services across the region, and they are currently looking for operators, roustabouts, and compressor operators to support their clients in the western Pennsylvania area. Working for Shale Pro doesn't only give you full-time local work, but they also offer paid vacation time, health insurance, dental and vision insurance, company-matched 401k, and several supplemental insurances. To apply, stop into any Shale Pro office or visit their website at www.shalepro.com. Thanks to all of our McGuffey Sports Network sponsors. I want to also thank Janovich Masonry as well as Community Bank for coming on board here recently, and as well all of our other awesome sponsors here who you're going to hear from throughout the broadcast. His snap is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good with 4:29 to go in the first quarter. Keystone Oaks on the board, 7-0 over McGuffey. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Accidents are unfortunate events and often cause stress and disruption in your daily life. Relax. Let Lombardi Auto Body help you get through this process of getting your vehicle back on the road safely and as quickly as possible. Open since 1984, Lombardi Auto Body is a family-run business that delivers the highest quality repairs with continued customer loyalty. Call Lombardi's first to schedule your free estimate. Lombardi Auto Body, 140 Highland Avenue in Washington, 724-222-3077.
Welcome back here to Highlander Stadium, and big play by Keystone Oaks when they were down to first and 20 after a couple false start penalties, and they got that and a lot more. They threw just a simple screen to Sean Reck, their tailback, in the backfield, and he had some blocking up front. They set it up nicely, but after that, it was just all missed tackles. There's about 3 guys that had a shot at him right around the 45-yard line or midfield. And that's probably one of the sloppier moments we've seen this McGuffey defense have all year long. It's Palmer's kick. It's end over end and short. And running up to get it is Brookman at the 21. Cuts to the middle across the 30. He wants to get this near corner. Now cuts upfield, spins across the 35, and he's out near the 38-yard line. We'll see if they give him the 39. It looks like they might. So McGuffey with good field position again to start this drive. They got all the way down into Keystone Oaks territory the last time before they turned it over on downs, and they had their own chance at a big play. Tristan McAdoo dropped the pass in the end zone. Otherwise, they would have scored on their opening drive. So they'll try to knot things up here on their second attempt. They're going to send White and McAdoo to the left side here on first down. Man in motion is Brookman. Jet sweep to the left, and he's going to try to get the corner. Nice stiff arm. Can he get around the corner? He does just do that. Gets across the 40 up near the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 6, and it'll bring up second down and 4.
Yeah, he runs out of some room there as he hits the left sideline, but a outstanding run there by Kyle Brookman before he was finally brought down. And McGuffey trailing by 7 early on here in the first quarter. Hopefully they can put down or go the distance and have a touchdown here on this drive to get back in this thing.
Droboy still in at fullback. McEwen under center. Man in motion's Dietrich. They pitch it to him. He wants the right side, tries to get a block, cuts upfield and runs over a tackler and pushes out near the sticks. He's about a yard short, I think. He's at the 48-yard line, so that'll bring up third down and 1. Travis White will bring the play into the huddle here. 3.5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Keystone Oaks on the board 7-0 over McGuffey. McAdoo to the right side, which is the short side of the field. McEwen under center, and he's going to just sneak it forward. He pushes out across. Where are they going to give him? He's got the first down. We have a late flag that came in at the very end from the umpire. That is not good either because that's also where holding is usually called. So
I didn't quite see some holding. I mean, there was a lot going on down there in front with that QB sneak by McEwen.
So what's the call? Here we go. It is a face mask on Keystone Oaks, 5-yard variety. So they will mark that out. They did give the first down right at midfield, and then the 5-yard penalty added on puts it at the Keystone Oaks 45. So McGuffey once again into Golden Eagle territory here on their second possession as well. Same formation, McEwen under center. Wants to pitch it inside reverse. Here goes. Oh, no, he fumbles it. Brookman fumbled it, and Keystone Oaks got it. There was that inside reverse on the trap, and Brookman did not get the handoff from Dietrich. Puts the ball on the carpet, and Keystone Oaks with the huge turnover here, already leading, now has the ball out near midfield at the 45-yard line.
And it was kind of hard to tell what happened. I don't know if it was just a bad exchange there on the replay, but, I mean, as soon as Brookman kind of hits the hole, things kind of go from bad to worse. We go back on the replay. Good exchange there. And it was the exchange between Dietrich and Brookman is where he lost it at.
Keystone Oaks right back out here on offense now, 1st and 10. Smith showing blitz, and he backs out. Buckley looks to throw. He throws down the field. He's got a man And it's almost intercepted. Wow, he threw that into triple coverage down there. And the closest man to the ball was Isaiah Dale. And we have a flag, and that's probably going to be roughing the passer. So hold everything. Looks like a free 15 yards coming to Keystone Oaks on this one. And if so, more undisciplined from the Highlanders. Wow, you just can't do this. Can't do this. This is too big of a game. 15 yards. Instead of being 2nd and 10, it's 1st and 10 at the McGuffey 40-yard line now.
I mean, this is just unacceptable for it being this late in the season. I mean, once you know the quarterback has thrown the ball.
I didn't see anybody near him. That's obviously why it was roughing. There was nobody near the quarterback when he let go of that pass. Buckley back into the huddle. So now Keystone Oaks in excellent shape here on this drive into McGuffey territory. Man in motion to the right side. That is LeConte. Now there's a pass over the middle, and it's caught by him, and he's going to be tackled, but he's got the first down inside the 30.
The middle's not being covered right now. Philip McCune was one of the last lines of defense, but that middle's been wide open in this McGuffey defense, and there's no rhyme or reason why you should be having a strong safety coming up and making a tackle where the linebackers are at.
DiMaggio LeConte on the 11-yard reception. Moves the sticks again for Keystone Oaks, and they are down to the 29-yard line. Spreading things out again, 4 wide. There's the snap, looking to the right side. He's got a man. It's behind him, but he catches it. What a catch, and he's going to take it to the house. This is Hutchinson. Gio Hutchinson spun out of a tackle, and he made an amazing catch on a pass that was thrown behind him. And quickly, Keystone Oaks is up 13-0.
I mean, that was just an amazing athletic play by Hutchison. The ball was thrown way behind him, and the fact that he was able to spin up and out of it and take it to the house for 6, he's going to be a hard one to stop here throughout the rest of this game. And now Keystone Oaks with a 2-score advantage with 2:09 left.
Palmer to attempt the extra point. Snap is down, and the kick is blocked. Logan Smith got a hand on it. He was in there, and that blocked extra point keeps the score at 13-0 Keystone Oaks. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Back here at Highlander Stadium, it's Keystone Oaks 13, McGuffey nothing. The Golden Eagles out to the start that they wanted here on the road in this big matchup tonight, and McGuffey needs to find some answers here. Basically, they need to stop making mistakes. It was poor tackling to set up that one, then that last some penalties where they gave some free yards away, and then it's resulted in 2 Keystone Oaks touchdowns. That last one, a 29-yard pass from Buckley to Hutchinson. Maybe they'll get fired up by that blocked extra point. Here's a short kick. It's going to be taken to the 25-yard line up over the 30.
Wow.
And wow, big tackle there on Droboy. That was Sean Reck, I believe, coming in there on the
No, that was actually number 3,
Hutchinson.
Clinton
Yep.
Robinson.
Clinton Robinson, wide receiver. Yep.
And, I mean, he just laid Droboy out. He had a clear shot at an open lane down the right side on the hash marks, and he just goes toe-to-toe and just knocks him in the next week, I think.
So the field position is at the 32-yard line. See what McGuffey can get going here. Last time they turned the ball over in plus territory. They've had 2 drives now that have died in Golden Eagles' end of the field. So they need to get on the board here. McEwen under center. And keeping it and following his fullback is McEwen, and he's got some room, and he breaks another tackle across the 45-yard line. Nice running there by the quarterback all the way out to the 47-yard line by Philip McEwen.
Yeah, he sells the fake to his fullback, Droboy. Droboy sells it out. The defense kind of cues in on him. Here's you go back to the replay, and then McEwen just gets right behind everybody like a battling ram, and he's able to get past one. He's able to juke past Hutchison there before he gets tackled right before midfield.
1st and 10, McGuffey. Back to pass. Looking out here in the flat. He's got a man. It's Brookman, and he catches it and fumbles it. They're going to call it incomplete. Wow, he's lucky because if they call that complete, that's another 6 points for Keystone Oaks because Brookman did not go after that ball at all. That was very close to being a completion.
Now, that just was a terrible check down by McEwen that time, and I've never really said anything bad about his check downs, but he had McAdoo on a 5-and-out going across the midfield stripe he easily could have hit because Brookman was actually being double covered by Robinson and Hutchison here on the near sideline.
So 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. McEwen gets a snap, and he gives it to Brookman, and he stretches out near midfield there. Gain of 2 on the play will bring up 3rd down and 8. So the only run that Brookman's had tonight where he got some space was that 1st down that was called back on their opening drive. That was a nice one where he got the corner. But so far it's been tough sledding up the middle.
And I think that kind of took some of the air out of the tires for him there once that big penalty hit because they've taken about 3 steps forward and about 8 steps back.
3rd and 8, McEwen under center. Man in motion is Dietrich. He gets the jet sweep coming this way. Cuts up the field, makes a move, 45, dives forward. He's very close to a 1st down.
I think they're going to give it to him. He reached out there at the last second, and the way the officials are walking over there, Rusty, I think is close. A 1st down for McGuffey.
And let's see, do we get the call here? They're going to measure. They are about they're going to measure.
Ooh, they're going to call for the men with the chain to come out.
I think they're going to be just short. The ball needs to be at the 42-yard line, and I think they're a couple inches short. So we'll get the official read here when they bring the sticks onto the field.
He might have it by the nose. From the vantage point up here, he might have it split. And he tried to give a great second effort as he lunged out as he was going down, trying to extend it out to get that 1st down at the 42. This is definitely going to be a close one.
And he
got it by
the
a nose.
Yeah, wow, there you go. Just by the nose of that football. It was that extra effort lunging out with the ball. And that was a nice run by Dietrich because he didn't have the hole to the right side where he was meant to take it on that jet sweep, but he saw an opening on the cutback, and second effort gave him the 1st down. It's a big one here for McGuffey trying to keep this drive alive. They are now, for the 3rd time tonight, into Keystone Oaks territory with 55 seconds to go in the 1st quarter, but still trailing 13-0.
Yeah, they definitely need to capitalize on this drive if they want to make this a ball game of any type, especially being down 2 scores.
McEwen under center, and up the middle to his fullback, Droboy, pushing the pile forward. Nice surge there by the offensive line, gets down towards the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 4. They'll have to snap the ball one more time here in the 1st quarter.
And I'll tell you what, I love the fullback position. I love the fullback dive. You know, you're just essentially a giant lead sled going at the entire defense. And Droboy, you want to look up a great running fullback, you'll see a picture of Dylan Droboy's name there beside it.
2nd and 4. McEwen gets it. He pitches to Dietrich, and he wants to go up the middle, carrying tacklers, and he's near the 1st down again. Wow. He had guys on his back for that whole 5-yard run. He's going to get all the way down near the 30, and that'll move the sticks again. Ethan Dietrich running hard here. 10 seconds to go. That is probably going to do it for our 1st quarter of play.
Yeah, Ryan Hazlett made the stop, but not before Dietrich was able to get the 1st down, and that was a huge 1st down for McGuffey, but not a great start here after 1.
After 1 quarter of play, it's Keystone Oaks 13, McGuffey nothing. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
Hi, this is Rusty Pettit with Cruise Planners. We're a full-service travel agency, and we can help you plan your next cruise, a vacation to an all-inclusive resort, a destination wedding, a honeymoon, or taking the kids to Disney World. It would be our pleasure to help you and your family plan your dream vacation. Visit our website, www.rocktheboatcruiseandtravel.com, or call me, Rusty Pettit, at 412-770-6511, and let's start planning.
Welcome back here to Highlander Stadium. McGuffey has the ball on the move, but they are trailing 13-0 to the Golden Eagles of Keystone Oaks. And this is the third time tonight they've advanced into Keystone Oaks territory. This time looking to make it count. They have a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line, moving now from right to left here in the second quarter. McEwen under center, 2 wide receivers to the left. They want to go. No, he's going to fall the fullback again. He's still got it. Gets all the way across the 25 down to the 24-yard line. Another gain of 6 on that sneak where he follows Droboy right up the middle, and it brings up 2nd down and 4.
I mean, it's just great to have Droboy as a great blocking back for the quarterback, for that matter, because he's trying to pave and lead the way if he can. Brings up, as you said, a 2nd and 4. And the Highlanders trying to get inside the red zone for the first time this game as well.
Ryan Keith goes to the left side, and the slot left is going to be Tristan McAdoo. He's been open sometime tonight. Let's see if maybe McEwen finds him. And in motion is Brookman. They pitch it to him. Heads up the middle, breaks off a tackle, the 20, cuts right to the 15, still on his feet as he gets tripped up down near the 11
and a late
or 12.
flag comes in. A late flag comes in. Wow.
So the run ended at the 12. We'll see what the result of that flag is. It's right at the 12 where Brookman was tackled.
I think this one might be on Keystone Oaks, to be honest with you, Rusty. They wait to try to decide what happened. But just another stellar run by Brookman. He tried to stay on his feet as he definitely gets inside the red zone. Couldn't tell if someone got shoved or what happened there on the right side.
We'll get the official call here. It is a pass interference?
What?
The
How was that a pass interference?
There was a run play. I don't know.
I'm a little bit confused on that.
Unless he meant the penalty was shoving. Block in the back, maybe? They said block, but that's one hand. Illegal block in the back is one hand out.
Right.
He gave 2. Oh, well, either way, it takes away the first down, but we get to play the down over, so it's only 2nd and 1 because it was a spot foul.
They called the block.
All right, so
on
2nd
Logan
and
Smith.
1 now after the penalty. This time, up the middle of the Droboy. He's got it at the 15. He's still on his feet at the 10, the 5, and he's down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Highlanders.
Yeah, they just use that to their advantage. Droboy breaks a huge one. It's going to be down at the goal line.
1st and goal at the 3. Or at the 2, rather, is where they put it. Or no, it is at the 3. Yeah, it's at the 3-yard line, and everybody in tight here. Droboy still in at fullback. McEwen goes under center. And up the middle again. Droboy this time he runs into a wall, and where are they going to spot him? I think no gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal, still at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him his forward progress. But the defense that time had 4 stacked inside the box. And they just read that it was going to be a fullback dive up to Droboy, and it looks like we have an injured Golden Eagle down on the play.
He's going to get up. That is
number 8,
which is Connor Bonilla. And now he went back down. So unless that's a different player that went back down. Is that still Bonilla?
That is still.
Well, they're going to look at him. While they do that, we'll step aside. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air Raid Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Hi, everyone. Zach Waters from the McGuffey Sports Network. Whenever your home or business decides to give you a headache, turn to the experts you can trust at McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington, and is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
Back here at Highlander Stadium, 2nd down and goal, McGuffey, after Keystone Oaks player. It looked like cramping maybe. They were trying to rub out maybe the right calf area on the Bonilla. So here we go. Second and goal from the 3. McEwen under center. And in motion is Dietrich. They give it to him. He's going to cut up the field. Diving forward. Is he in?
He's in.
He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Ethan Dietrich, the 3-yard touchdown, gets McGuffey on the board. It's 13-6 with 9:59 to go.
And that's the kind of spark they needed. Hand it to Mr. Go-Ahead himself. Ethan Dietrich has to fight through a little bit of rush hour traffic, but he makes it safely in to the end zone, and the Highlanders get on the board.
Dylan Stewart in for the point after attempt. McEwen doing the holding. And there's a man offside. Kick is up, and the kick is good, but the whistle had blown dead already, so we'll have to do this again. They should have let that go. I don't know why they blew the whistle there. Let the kid kick the ball. It is not an automatic dead ball foul. Offside. So we'll do it again. McGuffey declining the penalty. All right, Stewart again. Here's the snap and the hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good with 9:59 to go in the first half. It is now Keystone Oaks 13, McGuffey 7. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, back here, a much-needed drive and touchdown there by the Highlanders, and they capped it off with a 3-yard run by Ethan Dietrich and got on the board. This is a huge moment for the McGuffey defense right now. Trailing by 6 and knowing the Keystone Oaks is going to get that second half kickoff as well, it's time for them to get this ball back to their offense.
Yeah, they definitely need to step it up here and make some magic happen on defense like they have the past couple of weeks. Maybe force a turnover or something and try to go into halftime with the potential lead with Keystone Oaks missing their last PAT. And that could definitely swing things the opposite direction going into the second half.
All right, I know we've got Clinton Robinson down there on the far side. Is this number 4? Is that Hutchinson?
That is Hutchinson.
Gio Hutchinson. They're both lined up at the 15-yard line. Stewart going to tee it up on the left side of the 40. So this is all about tee placement again. They don't have to.
And Ed's going to call a timeout. I don't know what the deal is. And I think he actually just wants to have a word with the official as to saying, why can't they tee it up on the hash mark? And I think the other, the head coach of Keystone Oaks coming over, McCormick, and I think they're going to try to get this settled because this is kind of ludicrous.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
And this is the 8th game of the season. What is wrong with this officiating crew? Both coaches know the rules. They know where they're allowed to put the ball.
And they're trying to tell them they can only kick off from one spot. No, I'm sorry. This isn't Pee Wee League. I've never seen this where they've been forced to kick off from the center of the field. You can kick off from either hash. It does not matter one way or another.
Well, here we go from the center of the field. And McGuffey, that's their first time out. Wow, it's just bizarre. All right, so Stewart, the long run up here. And it's a Kind of a squib onside kick that's going to be caught inside the 40 there by number 10, Jack Ribnak. Ribnak gets it and just falls on it right around the 38 or 39-yard line. So McGuffey trying to catch Keystone Oaks maybe off guard, or also just trying to keep it away from both Robinson and Hutchinson back deep.
Yeah, I mean, Stewart did a good job that time. He kicked it down to the left purposely. And as you said, Rivnak was the one who picked it up. So decent field position for the Golden Eagles here as they start at their own 38.
Trips left again. Buckley in the shotgun. Reck to his left. He gets a snap, and he looks that way. He throws it quickly out in the flat. There is Hutchinson. He's got the ball across the 45, and he's tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play brings up 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, he shouldn't have got that gain of 8, though, unfortunately, because it looked like there was a block in the back. They're on the far side.
That wide receiver screen going to pick up 8, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 2. Buckley was again complaining about a late hit, it looked like, to the referee, but no flag on that one.
Well, they didn't call, like I said, the illegal block in the back there on the far side that allowed it to go for such long yardage.
2nd down and 2. There's the snap, and they give it to Reck up the middle. He is hit and dropped. He loses a yard, maybe 2. Near side official has him back at the 44-yard line. Huge tackle there and brings up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Troy Falask again showing what he's made of. Stops Reck right in his tracks.
Watch the hard count again here. If you're McGuffey, they already got caught by this early on. And play clock down to 13 as they still get calls from the far sideline here. Buckley still looks like he's kind of confused here as he gets in the shotgun, 3rd and 4. Gets it, looks to pass left. He's got a man open. It's off his helmet.
Wow,
right through his hands and off the helmet of number 84, Hayden Kenny, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 4. He was open and had 1st down yardage.
And all he did was turn, and he was thinking 1st down. He was thinking 1st down before the catch, and maybe he shouldn't have had that popcorn before the game, as that one just kind of slid right through his hands.
Now definitely watch the hard count. This is where they got him last time, 4th and shorts. 4th and 4 this time. Shotgun again. There's the hard count. This time McGuffey stays put. Another hard count. Everybody staying put. Still staying put. Are they going to snap this? 13 seconds. Now they're looking to the sideline. Good job by the Highlanders with discipline there. Play clock down to 5. They do snap it. They're looking. Throws. He's got a man. It's going to be incomplete again. Clinton Robinson had the 1st down inside McGuffey territory at the 43 and just dropped the ball.
Oh, that's just a shame for Robinson, because he was wide open. He tried to make a sliding catch and had the 1st down and then some. I don't know if the defense or the secondary got in his head with where they were positioned, because everyone was pretty much covered that time. Not so much Robinson per se, but everyone was pretty much covered.
Pass was a little behind him again. Eric Donnelly's running in. He's going to take over at fullback, it looks like, as Droboy heads to the sideline. But McGuffey, their first drive tonight, that's going to start inside Keystone Oaks territory. So officially on all 4 offensive possessions, they have been inside the Golden Eagles territory. Here they go, 1st and 10 from the 44. Rolling out. It's McEwen. Looking downfield. Has to square up. And now he tries to run with it, and he lunges forward near the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 3. So he looked downfield, didn't like what he saw, and just tried to get what he could with his feet, and brings up 2nd down and 7.
You had 2 wide receivers on the right side running a flat route. The receiver here on the near side tried to run a skinny post. Nobody home. Good job by the Keystone Oaks secondaries. They just kind of dropped back. McEwen, though, knowing that everybody was kind of like sitting ducks, kind of does a little duck and dive himself and gets 3.
All right. McAdoo's in tight on that right side. This time they're going to pitch. Here goes Brookman looking up the middle, spins around, and falls forward near the 35. He's still about a yard short from the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Highlanders.
I'll tell you what, Rusty, cue in on Philip McEwen. Say that 3 times fast. Because after he gave that handoff to Brookman there, he just didn't sit back. He actually tried to get up with the lineman to block. I've never really noticed that till now. but let's keep an eye on him throughout the rest of the game and see if that continues.
3rd and 1. Ball at the 35. McEwen up the middle. Donnelly. No, McEwen keeps it. He's got the first down around the left side. Oh, and the ball's ripped out late. I think they're going to say he was down. His forward progress had stopped, but that was still a nice job there for McGuffey being alert. Who was that? Was number 51 coming in there to get it, and that is Evan Brookman. So good alert play, but I don't think it would have mattered because they're going to say he was stopped. But he has the first down yardage at the 31 for the Highlanders.
Yeah, and they just sold the fake beautifully to the fullback. That time Donnelly and McEwen doing what he does best, getting out of a tight spot, and he was able to get the first down and then some.
McAdoo wide to the right side. Ryan Keith here wide left on the short side of the field. Man in motion is Dietrich. Up the middle, Donnelly has it. He's pushing forward, still on his feet. And they're going to get down to the 25-yard line with the pile. That is a gain of 6, maybe 7 if they give him the 24.
I don't see why they wouldn't give him the 24.
And
The pile was pushing. The pile was pushing immensely, as you saw. Everybody just trying to get behind him to help him get an extra yard. I thought maybe he was going to try to break out of it and kind of push through everybody, but you had a stalemate gridlock there at the 24, but still a good run by this offense.
2nd down and 3, 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first half. McGuffey trails 13-7. McEwen under center. Gets it. Wants to go with the fullback again. Donnelly gets tackled forward, and he's close to the 20. He's got a first down here for the Highlanders inside the 21-yard line. That should move the sticks.
Yeah, moves the sticks. He gets tackled by number 21, Dante Moore, but not before he gets a huge first down for the Highlanders, and just under 6 to go here in the second quarter, and the Highlanders definitely have the momentum swinging in their direction as they're trying to cap off this drive with hopefully a touchdown.
McAdoo goes right again. Ryan Keith to the left. First down and 10, ball at the 21-yard line. This time, the second man through is Dietrich, but he does not have any room to run. He might even lose a yard back to the 22-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
Looked like the defense that time had a pinch stunt on. They were able to get inside the gaps on the guards and the tackles, and they were able to meet Dietrich in the backfield. It is a loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11 from the Golden Eagles' 22-yard line.
All right, Dietrich's going to take a breather, so that brings Charles Wagers into the game. Now bringing in the play is Travis White. White goes to the left side. Wagers is going to be in that left halfback position on the left side of the offensive line. 2nd down and 11. And they had to call a timeout because the play clock was down to 2 seconds. We'll take it with them. That's McGuffey's second of the half. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by A-Rate Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
All right, welcome back here. It is 2nd down and 11. That is the second half, or the second timeout of the half for the Highlanders. They have 1 remaining. Keystone Oak still has all 3. That was taken at 4:41 remaining in the second quarter. A couple last words of advice there from the coaching staff as the offense heads back out onto the field. Travis White to the left again. Ethan Dietrich's back out there now. He is in his normal halfback position. It's like Donnelly still in at fullback. Brookman on the right side. Hard count, and we got Brookman in motion. They pitch it to him. He's going to head up the field. 20, gets around the tackle, the 15, and jumps forward. Let's see where they spot him out of bounds. He's inside the 15, around the 13-yard line, which will make him about a yard or 2 short of the first down marker.
I thought maybe he had a couple more.
It'll be 3rd down and 2. They are in field goal range here, so see what they call.
Yeah, 3rd and short. You don't want to get too fancy, but I'll tell you what, we haven't seen Philip McEwen really air it out since the early part of the first quarter. I think right now would be the prime opportunity to try to hit McAdoo on a little post route.
And he's going to sneak it right up the middle, gets a push from his fullback behind him. I think he's got the first down where they're marking him. Looks like he's inside the 11. That's where he needed to be. If so, it will be 1st and 10, not quite 1st and goal. First down.
They
so
do give it to him. Very nice.
Good push there by the offensive line, and it is right inside the 11-yard line. So they technically can still get another first down inside the 1. But McGuffey is not thinking about that. They are thinking about Pater once more.
And thinking about some other things, Rusty, quick update from down in Charleroi. Washington shutting out the Cougars 20-0 in the second quarter.
All right, the ball's on the left hash here as McEwen goes under center. Quick snap. They pitch it to Dietrich. He's got a block up the middle to the 5. Falls forward inside the 5 near the 3-yard line. And that is a pickup of 8 on first down for Ethan Dietrich. And he has been running north and south all night tonight.
I'll tell you what, his legs are going to have to be screaming after this game for as much hard work. He and Kyle Brookman have definitely put in running the ball.
2nd down and 2. Ball at the Keystone Oaks 3-yard line. McGuffey looking to put this in and get another touchdown. They pitch it this time to Brookman. Oh, he is tackled for a loss. He's back near the 5, and actually they're going to put him near the 6-yard line. That was a huge loss because you take negative yards there, and it's just like it takes away really the option. This is your play right here. You need to get this in, because I think you got to take points here if you don't score on 3rd down.
No, I mean this is essentially 4-down territory for this offense out on the field right now. It's 6 or nothing.
Well, that's exactly opposite of what I said. We'll see who's right, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'd take the point, but I hope they don't have to worry about it. They're going to pass. They throw. It's in the flat. It's an incomplete pass. Brookman was. Oh, don't do that. What are you doing? Here comes the flag, and now you took yourself out of field goal range.
Well, it's not what you wanted to have happen. Some extracurricular down inside the goal line.
Both players were doing it, but I think they're going to throw this on Brookman because he was much later.
I think
with the
he
slap
started
to the
it.
face. Wow, you would have had. Oh, the ball would have been about like a 25-yard field goal, maybe 24. Now you're talking.
Are they going to make it offsetting possibly? The way they're sitting, the way the officials are standing and talking right now, this could be an offsetting penalty. But I think they're going to have to bring both these teams together and say, hey, knock it off.
You just can't do that.
No. It's one thing week 1, week 2, week 0. Fine. Not coming down the last 3 games of the season. Should know better. And he's still jawing. I think that time it was Falosk who was.
They're talking to every single official on the field right now.
I mean, you hope they don't try to throw an ejection out on Brookman for his actions.
They have taken a lot of time. There's been a lot of flags in this game already. This one was obviously warranted because of the extracurricular activities, but we also have a mix-up with those kickoffs where they keep trying to make the kickers kick off from the center of the 40-yard line as opposed to moving it to a hash. And this is just taking way too long to figure out what you're going to do here for the officials. So here comes the official call.
They're going to waive it?
Who knows? They're going to talk to the coach. Well, then they'd have to talk to the other coach. This is going to be a while.
So, do you want to go get a coffee or something?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should have cut away to a
some
break.
breakfast.
This is insane. They're marking it off. It's against McGuffey. So they put the ball out at the 21-yard line, which is going to make it third. It was after the play, so it should be 4th down. If you were to kick a field goal now, that's going to put the ball at the 20. It's a 38-yard field goal. That's asking a lot of Dylan Stewart. Brookman is coming off the field. So that puts Morgan Schreiber out there. at the other tailback position, it looks like, or what are they doing? Morgan Shriver's going to kick. No, that's Dietrich's going to kick. They're going to tee Dietrich. They're going to go for the long field goal with Ethan Dietrich being the long kicker.
They're really going to kick it? They're not going to try to go for it?
They said personal foul. Try to see if they added anything onto that. I mean, your percentages of going for it on 4th down and 20 here. You got to try to give your guy a
the
kick.
board still says 3rd. I'm sorry.
No, it's 4th down.
Yeah, they need to get it right in the box, unfortunately. But, yeah, no, 4th and 20, no. Take the points. Take the points.
Take a try at the points. This is a very long field goal for high school football. This is not easy. So they were in such prime position there, and then you had 2 negative plays in a row. You had the tackle for loss, and then the really, really stupid penalty there after the play by Brookman just slapping the guy in the head.
I mean, that was just pure selfishness. I mean.
All right, so Dietrich, this will be teed up on the right, and it's going to be officially a 38-yarder. McEwen doing the holding.
Tell you what, Dietrich looks pretty confident.
Snap is down. The kick is up. It looks long enough.
He hit it.
And that kick is good. Ethan Dietrich from 38 yards out.
Oh, tell your ma, tell your pa, I'm going back to Arkansas. Dietrich with the 38-yarder brings the Highlanders within 3. 2:53 left to go. I mean, the snap, the hold, everything about that was just great. I think he could have hit it from about 42. But still, the golden toe of Ethan Dietrich has the Highlanders in this game.
So that makes it 13-10. And with 2:53 left to go in the half. So you'd love to have a touchdown there, but definitely like coming away with some points. And he kind of bails out his teammate there, Brookman, with that long kick. So we'll see what they do with this kickoff. They're going to make him kick it off from the center end. This is insane. We were inventing new rules here in high school football and WPIL. All right, so the same 2 guys back deep, but we'll see. Last time, Stewart did not kick it deep. And another squib kick. It's going to go to the same guy about a yard further up the field. So that's once again fallen on by Jack Ribnack. And he's got it at the 39-yard line. Sorry, the 34-yard line. Maybe they're going to give him right at the 35. Right at the 35 is where Keystone Oaks will start.
I mean, it's smart that they've been going with the squib kick the past 2 times just to kind of pin this Keystone Oaks offense back in their own territory, make them drive the length of the field.
Spread again, and last time they were their own worst enemy with 2 drop passes. We'll see if they can catch the ball this time. Buckley in the shotgun gets it, hands off to Reck. He gets hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage, and he gets a couple out to the 37-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Keystone Oaks has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Troy Falosk on that tackle for the Highlanders. Play clock down to 17 seconds. No hurry here for the Golden Eagles. They do get the second half kickoff, but you'd think they'd want to run a little bit more of a 2-minute offense. Maybe they see what these do in these first couple plays. I don't know. Buckley awaits the snap, gets it. Again, hands it off, and it's going to be Reck up the middle. This time he gets up to about the 44-yard line, and that brings up 3rd down and 6. Now we have a timeout by McGuffey, and that is Coach Dalton's 3rd and final timeout of the half. So we'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Highlanders Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Welcome back here, and I'd say, Zach, that's the most conservative play calling we've seen from Keystone Oaks all night, and it's at the time you'd think they'd want to run a 2-minute offense.
Yeah, I mean, you're leading by 3, 1:59 to go in the half. I don't know why they're going with the short run. I mean, yeah, they're trying to force McGuffey, which they did, into using their final timeout. So now they can essentially either ride out the remaining minute 59, or they can really try to put together a drive here and try to go the length of the field before the half, knowing they're getting the ball back to start this second half.
It's 3rd down and 6. They need to get to the 45-yard line. Buckley comes out again. Looks like they're going to have 4 wide, 2 on each side. Reck is in the backfield with him, going to set up to his right. Buckley gets a snap. He wants to throw a wide receiver screen out there, and it's going to be caught and dropped right away. What a play there by Eric Donnelly. A 3-yard loss on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9.
Donnelly, the outside backer that time, was lined up. He knew they were going to do something funny, and as soon as the quarterback, Buckley, that time turned to throw, he just stayed home. He saw what everybody else was doing, and that's a huge loss. It's now 4th and 9, and I mean, if you're Keystone Oaks, you're going to have to do something, because if you go for it and miss, McGuffey's going to wind up with pretty good field position.
I can't imagine they snap this ball. They're at their own 36-yard line, and it's 4th and 9. They got to let this just go all the way down. And
now it looks like they're going to go for it.
Now 4 seconds left on the play clock. We'll see if they get it off or take the penalty. Time has expired. The time expired, so there's the flag for delay of game. They took every second they could. We'll see how good their punter is, because that's going to back them up 5 yards. I don't know. If I'm Keystone Oaks, I understand you want to drain the clock, but you just made it 5 yards. Oh, they're going to give them the timeout. Oh, they're saying they called the timeout before the flag came out.
Ooh.
Well, then I would put at least 1 or 2 seconds back on that clock then.
That would only be right to have 1 or 2 seconds back on it.
Hey, maybe that's what they're looking at right now. So Keystone Oaks takes their first time out of the half, and it doesn't look like they're doing. I don't know. Who knows what they're talking about? Maybe they're talking about where they're going to make somebody kick off from the next time.
Or maybe where they're talking they're going to go eat out after the game, like maybe Applebee's or Fridays.
Yeah.
Waffle House.
All right. So the punter in here is number 4. That's Gio Hutchinson, and Charles Wager is going to go back deep for McGuffey. Minute 10 to go. McGuffey has no timeouts left. They had to use one when they were trying to get the officials' attention on that kickoff. It'd be great to have that timeout back now. There's the snap, and there's the punt. It's a low one. Wagers backs away from it. The ball is going to roll down inside the 35 down to the 30-yard line. So, and they'll call it dead with 58 seconds to go. So shy of a big play here. It looks like McGuffey is going to go into halftime trailing. They have no timeouts, and they are not necessarily built on offense to move down the field quickly through the air.
Hard to tell what they might do. I mean, they could try to put together a little drive, try to get down and try to boot another field goal and tie this thing up going into the half.
Last thing you want to do is make another mistake. They have turned the ball. The only turnover of the game was when they fumbled on that inside reverse. So they're going to send McAdoo to the right, Travis White to the left. See if they decide to go to the air or just keep it on the ground. Dietrich's in motion, and they're going to roll out. Looks like McEwen does want to throw, and he's not going to get the chance to. He is sacked back inside the 30 near the 27-yard line. They had McAdoo open deep, but there was no way McEwen was going to have enough time to get that ball to him.
No, McAdoo was deep and open, as well as Travis White here on the numbers on the near side.
Clock down to 38 seconds remaining. They'll have to snap the ball at least one more time. And in motion, Dietrich. They pitch it to him. Heads up the middle around behind the blockers. Oh, and he runs over the one defender was right in front of the umpire, and gets near first down yards, maybe a yard short, but it's going to be.
They're going to maybe try to get one more off. There's 10 seconds left and counting, so they might try to get one off here.
Down to 7 seconds. Last play of the half coming up here if they can get a snap off. They do. They run up the middle to the fullback. It's Droboy, and he's trying to break some tackles, but Lots of white jerseys there. Bring him down with no time on the clock out near the 49-yard line. So at the half, it is Keystone Oaks 13, McGuffey 10. We'll be right back here for halftime on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Looking for beautiful yet gently used items for your home, apartment, or office? Then visit the Back Lot, located at 840 Race Street in Washington. The Back Lot, formerly known as Badillions, has proudly served the Washington County area for over 50 years. They offer a wide variety selection of furniture, appliances, home furnishings, college dorm supplies, antiques, and sporting goods. With their ever-changing selection of amazing finds and great savings, any item purchased can be brought home the same day, saving you more than you ever could imagine. Like them on Facebook or call them at 724-705-7662. The Back Lot. No thrills, just deals. Something for everyone.
Jim Murray's Auto Service, located at 122 East Railroad Street in Washington, offers full auto repair, state inspection, emissions, brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, whatever ails your car or truck. Jim and his qualified team of mechanics can diagnose your vehicle issues and get you back on the road in no time. At Jim Murray's, you're not a service number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's, professional service with personal small-town treatment.
Your home for Highlanders football all season long. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
Here at halftime at Highlander Stadium, we've got a good one tonight. Keystone Oaks leads McGuffey 13-10. Here's how we got there. Keystone Oaks would take over on downs, and they would be backed up to a 1st and 20 after a couple of false start penalties, but they hit a huge pass play, a 61-yard screen pass from Nick Butley to Sean Reck, took it to the house, and then the extra point made it 7-0. They would follow that up after a McGuffey fumble, and they would march down the field and cap that drive off with a 29-yard pass and catch. This time Buckley hit Gio Hutchinson. That extra point, though, was blocked by Logan Smith, so we'll see if that comes into play later in this game. McGuffey finally got a well-needed offensive drive. They took it all the way down the field and capped their drive off with a 3-yard touchdown run by Ethan Dietrich to make it 13-7. And then, after a penalty play, backed them out of back from the goal line, a 15-yarder. They had a huge 38-yard field goal kick by Ethan Dietrich to bring them within 3 points, 13-10. And that's how we got to there at the half. So both teams have some adjustments to do. McGuffey needs to stop the silly penalties, and Keystone Oaks needs to hold on to the ball.
I mean, both teams had ample penalties there in the first half. McGuffey, 5 penalties for 45 yards. Keystone Oaks, 6 penalties for 40 yards. Obviously, both these coaches are not going to be very pleased with both of their squads in the penalty yardage here in the first half. McGuffey needs to have some better ball control. They had a prime opportunity to gain some real estate. They go with the inside option, the reverse option handoff there, and the exchange between Dietrich and Brookman, I think, kind of deflated them just a little bit, because then the wheels just kind of fell off. And then the unnecessary penalty down here at the south end of the field inside the red zone, that could have put McGuffey up, and they had to rely on the golden toe of Dietrich, who nailed that 38-yard field goal. And I mean, that's why the score is 13-10 in favor of the Golden Eagles, Rusty. But still, both of these teams are battling it out. I don't think really one team's favoring the other. But from a defensive standpoint, McGuffey needs to stop leaving the middle wide open. I think that's the biggest takeaway right now from the defense. They're leaving too much real estate open, and Buckley is just tearing it up. He sees that the flat routes are open. And I said, if I'm him, I'd go to that all night. If you can't cover the middle, if it's not broken, why not fix it? I mean, you need to make some type of an adjustment somewhere, but it needs to start with that middle.
We have an exciting second half of football later on here tonight. But before we do that, we're going to hand it over to Mr. Don Rebel and the Trib Live High School Sports Network for Week 7 halftime show. And after that, we'll be back here to get you ready, maybe even get you some out-of-town scores, get you ready for that second half kickoff. You've been listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by RH Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Week 7 edition of the halftime show on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Don Rebel along with Chris Harlan. The stretch run is upon us. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll be looking ahead, talking about playoff scenarios as we get closer and closer to the march to the North Shore, the march to North Huntington, of the WPIL playoffs 2022. Now, however, in this edition of the Halftime Show, we're looking a little further ahead, like as in years ahead. Well, not that far, but nonetheless, it's time to talk recruiting. And one of the men who really has a great following on recruiting year in and year out, not only in this area, but throughout the Commonwealth, is my partner, Chris Harlan. Chris, we were sort of talking a little beforehand about how, recruiting has changed. There's now 2 official signing days instead of 1. We've had that for a few years now, but also the change of the transfer portal on the college level, and how maybe it's taken a little bit of steam out of recruiting, but you brought it to a different angle that I thought was interesting, in how the portal may be affecting high school recruiting.
Yeah, it's not good for high school recruiting, that's for sure. Because I think what you see is, maybe going into a year where a college thinks they have a certain number of spots at a position. Maybe a team needs 4 linebackers, so they're out there recruiting 4 linebackers. But then along the line, they get a few transfers in. That starts taking away some roster spots, some scholarships you see for high school kids. So, a kid might be wanting to go to the school he prefers, his dream school. Sure. But if they get some transfers in at that position, that certainly, quickly changes up the whole formula and the spots available. So that's a whole nother element now that's in play. And I think it also sees kids committing to schools maybe earlier for that reason. They're hoping, hey, maybe if I get in now, I can get one of those spots. And then when everything comes down later and they fill up spots, it'll be somebody else who gets bumped and not me, because I've already committed to the school. But yeah, no doubt the transfer portal is now another piece in this whole recruiting puzzle that causes problems. And for high school kids, it's good for colleges, but definitely for colleges that get the kids. Yeah. But it's definitely a problem for high school kids.
Yeah, you aren't seeing too many kids who make that original commitment end up finishing at that particular school, whether it's in 3, 4, or 5 years that they are playing at that level. All right, good stuff. Let's talk about this 2022 class. I think everybody felt, even going back a ways, that this group little light on big time talent. Yeah. There's a lot of kids that will end up going to a lot of different schools, but as far as the big schools are concerned, especially compared to years past, this is a little on the light side.
It is. There's still some good talent here. I think by my count, we've got 6 guys going to Power 5 schools from the 2023 class. If you take FBS overall, there's around 16 right now who are committed. So that's a good number. We've had way more than that in other years in the past.
Sure.
But right now, you look at this group, it's a solid group. If you look at the Power 5 guys, right now you got Rodney Gallagher of Laurel Highlands going to West Virginia, Tamir Robinson of Brashear going to Penn State, Lamont Payne of Chartiers Valley also going to Penn State, Braylon Lovelace from Leechburg committed to Pitt, Devon Fuse, Washington going to Rutgers, and Jordan Meyer of Thomas Jefferson committed to Wisconsin. So you look at those 6, I think that's a solid group of 6 guys that are going to Power 5. A couple of them there at the top, when you look at the big recruiting coming into the year, the big questions were Rodney Gallagher, Tamir Robinson. Those were the ones that people were following. Lamont Payne is a big-time recruit too, but he had committed all the way last September. He committed to Penn State. The other couple guys there, Rodney Gallagher, Tamir Robinson. Gallagher committed in May to West Virginia, which I think most people think WPIAL as being Pitt territory. But for him, growing up in Fayette County, he considered that West Virginia territory. They're right there near the border. So that's what led him to West Virginia. His family could go see him play. Tamir Robinson committed in July to Penn State. For him, it really came down to what the love he got from Penn State staff. If you go back a year ago, he tore up his knee in a C-League playoff game and had to have a knee surgery, and hasn't played at all this year while recovering from it still. But when he had to have surgery back then and during the rehab process, Tamir talked about how the Penn State coaches just really reached out to him. I mean, they sent him videos wishing him luck in the surgery and checked on him afterwards. And so it came down to time to pick a school. For him, Penn State was an easy choice, he said, because he just felt that love from them and felt like they really cared about him as a person. So that just shows you, how much the recruiting is about building relationships with kids beyond just the X's and O's of football. Look at some of the other guys here who are committed to FBS schools. Cruz Brookins, Steel Valley's headed to Kent State. Cameron Cheatham from Brashear, he's headed to Akron. A couple kids going to Toledo. Chris Diapollonia from Seneca Valley. Gavin Mole from Bethel Park. Two teammates headed to Navy. I think that's always interesting. You see the service academies always on the list every year, but this year two teammates, Luke Lawson and Aiden Lysek from Seneca Valley, both going to Navy. Joe Enoch from Penn Trafford to Central Michigan. Conlon Green, also from Penn Trafford, he's committed to Temple. Gregory Smith from Steel Valley and Rayon Strader from Penn Hills, both headed to Miami, Ohio. So a good group there of all guys going to FBS schools. A couple other names going to FCSs. Matt Brooks from Gateway headed to Duquesne. Cade Capristo from Mount Lebanon to Richmond. And just recently, Dre Miller-Ross from Stowe Rocks, I think just last week, committed to Howard. So adding to the list. And that list, as we get closer, like you mentioned, the early signing period is December 21st to the 23rd. Traditional signing period is February 1st. As we move on, that's still a couple months away here. As we keep moving along, you'll see that list keep growing, I'm sure.
A lot of kids, this has been a recent phenom going to MAC schools. A lot of those MAC schools have definitely targeted southwestern Pennsylvania when they're doing their recruiting. And you mentioned Jordan Mayer of Thomas Jefferson committing to Wisconsin. You wonder if that changes now with Paul Christ being let go. Again, it depends on what assistants are still going to be there, what assistants were involved in his recruiting, et cetera, et cetera.
And keep an eye on sidelines here. We're right in the middle of an evaluation period from now into November, where recruiters are allowed to make a visit to a school or to a stadium. They can't have in-person visits with kids right now, but they're allowed to go out and meet with school representatives and watch kids play. So this is the time of year when you see those college coaches start popping up on Friday nights.
Good stuff as always. Check out hssn.triblive.com on a daily basis. You should be doing that. The playoff scenarios with myself over the next couple of weeks as we are in stretch run football mode. Enjoy the second half of the game you are checking out here in Week 7 on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Your home for Highlanders football all season long. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
Hi, everyone. Zach Waters from the McGuffey Sports Network. Whenever your home or business decides to give you a headache, turn to the experts you can trust at McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington, and is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
Cold weather wreaks havoc on your vehicles. Dead batteries, flat tires, or simply locked out? Call McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. McAdoo's offers roadside services, including fuel delivery, lockout assistance, jump starts, and tire changes, including 24-hour towing, recovery, hauling services for vehicles and loads of all sizes. Need crane service? No problem. McAdoo's is capable of 24-hour crane service and assistance with a fleet of 8 cranes. A family-owned and operated company since 1965. Why call just anyone when you can call a family you can trust? 724-484-7300. McAdoo's Towing and Crane Services. Their business is picking up.
Welcome back to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop and carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. I'm Zach Waters. Keystone Oaks leading the McGuffey Highlanders 13-10 here at the half. It's now time to check the out-of-town scoreboard and see what else is happening around the rest of southwestern Pennsylvania. And some scores rolling in right now. Mapletown leading Bentworth 35-3 at the half. What an amazing season the Mapletown Maples have had so far in this 2022 campaign. Washington shutting out Charleroi 48-0 at the half. It's Beth Center 23, West Green 13 at the half. A close one between Fort Cherry and Cornell. Fort Cherry leading Cornell 14-7 at the half. Laurel Highlands 7, Trinity nothing. South Fayette 31, Baldwin nothing. Bell Vernon 42, Mount Pleasant 7. That was late in the second quarter. I can imagine that game is already at the half. Monessen beating up on Jeff Morgan 30-18 late in the second. Mount Lebanon 6, Peters Township 3, California 21. The Mighty Mikes of Carmichael was being shut out 21-0. What other scores do we have from around the region? Last we checked, Bishop Canevin was leading Chartiers Houston. They scored late in the second quarter. The PAT was no good, and that score stood 7-6. Don't know if we have any other. We have a score change at the half. Bell Vernon 54, Mount Pleasant 7. And I'll tell you what, the Bell Vernon Leopards off to a strong 2022 campaign. If I'm not mistaken, I think they did make it to the Whitfield Championship game last year. Down at now the stadium formerly known as Heinz Field. I guess you could call it Acrisure. I still can't kind of say that. I don't think anybody's ever going to get over that. You can hear the McGuffey band here at the half, and welcoming back into the broadcast booth our play-by-play announcer, Rusty Pettit. And hey, welcome back there, Rusty. Just went down through the out-of-town scoreboard. I know you were kind of pulling up that Best Center and West Green game at our partner station from Green Sports there.
Yeah, it was surprisingly for me, just because Best Center's had such a rough year so far. But they were up 23-13 at the half on West Green. So West Green is kind of the middle of the road in that conference, but Best Center has been having a hard time finding anything positive this year. But so far, they've got the lead in that game. We did get an update. So on the Kyle Brookman situation, not only did he get that 15-yard penalty, he was ejected from the game. And by PIAA rules, he also has to miss next week's game as well. So, and that was for throwing punches at the opposing players. So he was kicked out. He'll have to miss the game next week, which is a non-conference game, thankfully, as far as like meaningful stats and standing-wise. But you just can't do that stuff. And we talked about it right at the beginning of the halftime about how McGuffey's got to clean up some mistakes. But it has to start right there. You can't have undisciplined players. It started with like some missed tackles on the first long touchdown, and then we saw penalties like that creep in later. We saw the fumble. So if McGuffey's going to hold on and come back in this game, which it's only a 3-point game, but now you have to do it with one of your best ball carriers and not having Kyle Brookman in the backfield. So it's time for some other people to step up, and we know McGuffey has been able to do that this year on offense. They've gotten a lot of other carriers in that backfield to get a lot of carries because they've had the luxury of having some big leads in this season. So hopefully that can help them pay off in the second half.
Yeah, you hope it can pay off in the second half. Now, Highlanders head coach Ed Dalton can go to the Whitfield, and if he wanted to try to appeal this
next week's suspension,
the suspension from next week, he can. But I don't know how well in his favor it would play if he completed a good enough case to have him back for that South Park game. Now, here's my question. By PIAA rule, yes, he has to leave. Well, he has to miss the rest of this game, and next week, does he also have to leave the confines of the facility
I don't know that. I don't know.
Since he was ejected. I don't know how that would work with at least PIAA rule. But yeah, that's a shame because he was really starting to get it together there in just one bad play, and you have to be able to keep your emotions in check, especially late in the season in a very meaningful game. You know, tonight's game could be the difference between, second place or third place.
Yeah, they're all important games, but tonight, and you have 3 games left, including tonight, and this and the Wash High games are by far the 2 of the most important games in the entire season, along with that game that they already played against Stowe Rock. So there's about 30 seconds left on the normal halftime clock. They have not started the warm-up clock. They will probably do that once the players get out here. But until they do, we're going to step aside, take a little bit of a break, give some more. Oh, you know what? I will tell you before we do that. I mean to do. So I'm going to tell you about Chapman Corporation. I'm going to tell you about some of our amazing sponsors. Well, one of them is the Chapman Corporation that's headquartered here in Washington, Pennsylvania. Chapman has been providing industrial customers with civil, mechanical, and electrical construction services for 70 years. In addition to their construction skills, they also provide pipe, metal fabrication, as well as engineering capabilities. Their customer base consists of clients in the natural gas, power, steel, chemical, and glass industries. That's the Chapman Corporation located in Washington, PA. And with that being said, we will step aside on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, carried on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hunters, it's almost that time of year again. And when gearing up for your next hunt, visit ARH Sports Shop. ARH Sports Shop has proudly served the tri-state area as your local sportsman store for over 25 years. Locally owned and operated, they specialize in new and gently used shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Instead of waiting in long lines at major big box stores, purchase your hunting license from ARH with fast, friendly service. For more information, visit their website at arhsportshop.com or visit them at 4174 Route 40 in Claysville across from Sunset Beach. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5 and Saturdays noon to 4. ARH Sports Shop, a proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Highlanders Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
Your home for Highlanders football all season long. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
Jim Murray's Auto Service, located at 122 East Railroad Street in Washington, offers full auto repair, state inspection, emissions, brakes, alignment, tune-ups, oil changes, whatever ails your car or truck. Jim and his qualified team of mechanics can diagnose your vehicle issues and get you back on the road in no time. At Jim Murray's, you're not a service number. Jim takes the time to discuss your auto repair one-on-one before the work is started. Give Jim a call, 724-222-1350. Jim Murray's, professional service with personal small-town treatment.
Are you planning a holiday but need some assistance? Might be confusing, but here's a solution. Sky's the Limit Travel. Since 2014, Sky's the Limit Travel has been guiding travelers to their vacation destination. Whether it's a family or group vacation, luxurious or romantic getaway, Sky's Limit Travel is happy to assist. Also specializing in cruises and all-inclusive resorts. Sky's Limit Travel offers destination guides for the perfect vacation getaway. For more information, visit their website at skyslimittravel.net or call them at 724-413-3182. Sky's the Limit Travel. Lose yourself in the Caribbean. A Travelers Planner International affiliate.
Looking to earn fast cash for scrap metal and vehicles? Brookman Iron and Metals will pay you top dollar for unwanted scrap metal or junk cars. Since 1931, Brookman Iron and Metals has offered the highest market prices for scrap metal, from iron to brass to vehicles. Looking to recycle? Their local family-owned company will take any recyclable metal off your hands. In addition, you have easy access to their clean location to recycle without a hassle. Don't let recyclable metal materials take up your much-needed space. Use a roll-off container from Brookman Iron and Metals to provide you with a convenient solution for your recycling needs. Brookman Iron and Metals, located at 4 Race Street in Washington, 724-222-4260.
Welcome back to Highlander Stadium, getting ready for the second half. It will be Keystone Oaks getting the second half kickoff today. And actually, one of the bizarre things about tonight's game is the officiating crew is not letting any of the kickers pick the hash mark that they can kick off from, which is not, to our knowledge, is not even a rule. It is nowhere but they're not letting anybody kick off from anywhere other than the center of the 40-yard line. We're going to be joined here real quick by the boss, Jason Kern. What do you got for us, Jason?
Well, I'm out of breath.
You ran up the steps, didn't you?
So let me tell you what's going on with the kickoffs.
Okay.
And I'd rather me say it than one of you guys say it. So the officials are telling both teams you cannot kick from the hash, plus you have to have 5 on each side of the kicker.
Well, I know that part's true, I believe. Yeah.
It's at least 4.
At least 4, okay. All right.
So the McGuffey coaches have pulled up the rule to show the officials, and the officials refuse to look at it.
They won't look at the actual
rule. They won't look at the rule.
What
So
if both coaches
special teams coach Mike Fatiani is livid.
So,
and I don't blame him.
Well, I mean,
it changes your kicking game.
How does this get back to the PIAA summit? This is something that's huge that needs to, especially if they're not going to look at the rules. These guys probably shouldn't ref the rest of the year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because that's a blatant thing. If they're
allowed to kick from the hash, and you have to have at least 4 on one side.
I mean,
and they're not allowing either team. They didn't allow Keystone Oaks to do it either at the beginning of the game.
If you have to understand the rules of the game that you're officiating, and if you don't, that's what I'm getting at here. Like, I don't see how they can.
And getting back to, you guys probably covered it. We did watch the video at halftime.
Oh yeah, we did.
Kyle Brookman did.
Oh yeah, he threw a couple punches in there.
But I'm going to give the headset back to Zach, and I'm going to go look for oxygen.
Yeah, all right, thanks, Jason. So once again, you've got to tee it up at the center here, but yeah, it's so bizarre, and for the refs not even to acknowledge that they're wrong, and it's okay. I mean, it's like you try to teach your kids that. It's okay, you just admit you're wrong, but here's a squib kick by Stewart. It's going to roll inside the 25, and it's going to be on the ground still. That's a live ball, and it's still on the ground.
Well, who has it?
I don't know. There was one white jersey, but a couple blue ones that dove in there, and I think Keystone Oaks might have gotten that ball.
Yes, they have it. Wow.
Wow, and I don't know if I think the player
down.
that got it is a little bit banged up. We have 2
down.
Banged up. Who is the McGuffey player? They kind of collided on the ground there. Is that Connor Crow?
I think they were like
Connor Crow for McGuffey, and let's see.
59 for Keystone Oaks. Is that right? 59?
Yeah, I believe it is 15. I don't see a 59 on my roster.
No, not a 59.
It doesn't
Connor Crow's slow to get up. He's a little bit woozy.
Yeah, his ankles are a little bit weak there too, but he's up and he's moving off. Trainer Alex is with him, and she's going to escort him to the sideline. But the Keystone Oaks player that recovered that. I'll tell you what, he's still down while they work on him. We'll step aside real quick. We'll be right back here for Keystone Oaks offensive possession. Actually, no, he's going to we'll keep it here. He's going to walk up.
59.
It is 59, but I do not have 5'9" on my roster. I've got a 56, a 58. So.
Yeah, we'll find out who 59 is.
All right, well, you know what? I did have those. I wonder if there was one. I had the roster that I brought with me. I can try to look at that, maybe squeeze that in before we get the snap off. But it's 1st and 10 inside the 20 after that. That was a more productive kickoff there for McGuffey with that squib kick and them not handling it. They're going to go 4 wide. That's Buckley in the shotgun, and Reck is to his left. 2 wide receivers on each side. 1st and 10, and he's got the snap, looking to throw now. Right side, it's going to be caught and going to go down across the 20 near the 23-yard line. And that was Hutchinson. No, sorry, Clinton Robinson on the far side. That was a 4-yard gain, bring up 2nd down and 6, and Keystone Oaks looks like they want to hurry up, which is bizarre. They did not hurry up when they had a chance to run the 2-minute offense, but they are going to hurry up the line of scrimmage here. 4 wide again. They move the receivers around. They're moving LeConte into the slot on the right side. All right, here is the snap, and their hand off the Reck up the middle. He's got a hole. He's got the 1st down. He's across the 30. And he gets out to near the 34-yard line. That's the most productive run Keystone Oaks has had all night. Most of their success has come through the air.
Yeah, we just got confirmation. Number 59 for Keystone Oaks is Anthony Stribling.
Okay, Anthony Stribling. Thanks for grabbing that there. So 1st down and 10, Keystone Oaks out at their own 35 now after the long run by Sean Reck. 4 wide again. Buckley in the shotgun. Gets a snap, and it gives it to Reck again, and he stumbles through the line of scrimmage and gets out for about 4 yards near the 40 or the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Golden Eagles. And Keystone Oaks so far is opening up bigger holes for Reck on the ground than they did in the entire first half.
It's just been a couple, I don't want to say a gentle, I don't even know why that came to mind, but it's just been a quick pitch to Reck and, change his name to Wreck-It Ralph right now, the way he's been running the ball here to start the second half. And he's been kind of going right up the center on this McGuffey defense.
4 wide again. No soft coverage out there in the slot right. They're going to hand it to Reck again. He gets through the line, and he's got the first down across 40, still on his feet as he spins out near midfield. He'll be at the 49-yard line, moving the chains again. This time the Eagles doing most of this drive on the ground, something different that we're seeing from Keystone Oaks to start this second half.
Well, what they're identifying is McGuffey has 3 down defensive linemen, and they're disguising the 2 linebackers as rush ends, which is, again, leaving the middle completely wide open. I mean, standing back there all by his lonesome is that Logan Smith, I believe?
Yeah, he's a lone middle linebacker.
Exactly.
Right now. Here's the snap again. They're going to run it again with Reck. This time he gets through, breaks a couple tackles, gets across the 45, down to the 44-yard line. That is a gain of 7 to bring up 2nd and 7, a huge gain on first down. And Sean Reck having his way here in the second half. That time it was poor tackling, in which we saw that early on in the game, and they had kind of shored things up a bit in that first half, but now we're seeing guys trying to arm tackle again, and Reck has taken advantage of it.
I mean, he's definitely taken big advantage of it. I mean, the holes are just opening up like crazy, though, by the offensive line.
2nd down and 3. Buckley in the shotgun. And now they're looking to pass. He throws across the middle. It's intercepted. Logan Smith has it. He gets it across the 40, the 45, the 50, and goes down inside Keystone Oaks territory at the 46-yard line. Logan Smith, the linebacker, dropped back into coverage and read it like a book.
And that's the type of play you needed. We go back to the replay here. You see Berkeley, the quarterback. He looks left, comes back right, takes a 3-step drop, and just throws a bullet pass over the center. It looks like one of his receivers collided, but it was severely underthrown. And the big man, Logan Smith, comes up with the INT in Keystone Oaks territory. And this place is ecstatic.
He looked like a running back there. He tucked that ball on the right side when he saw the tackler coming in.
We talked about that last week, and he did it. I love it.
All right. So they got the ball at the 47-yard line of Keystone Oaks here. McGuffey, 1st down and 10. McEwen goes under center. And he's going to hand it up the middle. He follows Droboy up the middle, and he might have gotten a yard. See if they give him the 46, but not a lot of room in the middle of that line right there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long.
And right now you're going to be finding a difficult time to try to get up the center without Kyle Brookman being in the backfield.
They did give him a yard. 2nd down and 9 on the play. 8:33 to go in the third quarter. Score still Keystone Oaks 13, McGuffey 10. Ryan Keith into the huddle with the play. Once again, Kyle Brookman ejected in the first half, so Charles Wagers is setting up in that right halfback position in this triple option. Man in motion's Dietrich. Gets it on the jet sweep, cuts across the line of scrimmage, but dives towards the 45. That's a pickup of 1, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. So Keystone Oaks is not giving McGuffey a lot of room to run here in the early going of this third quarter.
Dietrich tried to hit the jet sweep, but it looks like he got tripped up by his own lineman. That was Chris Ely. And the whole reason that happened because you had the right side tackle, Ben Rivnak, kind of drive Ely back into Dietrich, so that was the reasoning for the short gain.
3rd down and 8. There's a snap, and it's going to be a reverse. Wagers cuts up the middle, gets across the 40. He's close to first down, spins forward, and I think he's got the first down. 2nd, maybe 3rd effort, gets it all the way down to the 36-yard line, and that'll move the chain.
Not once, not twice, but 3 times. He's ping-ponging like a bouncy ball going down the steps. And Charles Wagers, making his presence known, gets a huge first down for this Highlanders offense.
Ball rests at the 36-yard line as Ryan Keith will bring the play into the Highlander huddle. They're going to send him to the left side. McAdoo is going to be wide right on the short side of the field. Droboy's in at fullback. Dietrich and Wagers, the tailbacks. And Wagers in motion. They're going to hand off Droboy, just running up the middle hard. He's still on his feet. He's down near the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 6 by the fullback, and it brings up 2nd down and 4.
You know, what's really admirable about watching Droboy run, he's pumping his legs. He's getting into the secondary almost, Rusty, and it's taken 3 and 4 guys to actually bring him down.
You have a timeout on the field by the umpire. Does he need to move this to the center of the field too, like the kickoffs? Like, I mean, seriously, this is the same guy that started that whole fiasco. What is going on?
I have no idea.
There's a lot. The list of why these guys should not probably officiate another game in the WPIL is growing by the minute. Won't acknowledge they're wrong on an actual rule in the rule book, and now we've taken so many unnecessary delays.
Now they're talking with Coach Ed Dalton. I don't know what's happening. I mean,
so
what's happening?
I don't know. Now the team's coming to the sideline.
Are they calling a coaches meeting between the I don't understand. This is
And I didn't. Maybe that. I don't know. Are they trying to get these guys calmed down? I actually have not seen any pushing and shoving this half yet. But
no,
maybe there's things being. Maybe some things are being said, and they're trying to calm down. I don't know.
I mean, I'm all
this
for.
This is so bizarre.
I'm all for professionalism. I can understand you could do a little bit of trash talking, but you gotta kind of keep it to a certain level, if you will. But still, just let the boys play. This is just unbelievable here.
All right, well, here we are. Are we finally at 2nd down and 4?
I hope.
If we are, it's going to be McAdoo split wide to the right side, it looks like. They have Travis White in tight on the left side at the tight end position. It's a good chance to try to get McAdoo in single coverage again. We'll see if they maybe try to take a shot here. And they're going to pitch it. And it's Dietrich up the middle. And he bounces off one tackler and gets down near the 26-yard line. That is close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it.
It's going to be very close to a first down.
He needs to get to the 26, and he might be just shy. They're going to put it just shy of that yard. So 3rd down and very short here for the Highlanders.
Maybe 3rd and maybe about a half yard.
I would imagine that we've seen McEwen already quarterback sneak this a little bit. Now I imagine he'll probably attempt that again here. No reason to get fancy on 3rd and inches. And they're going to give it to Droboy. No, following Droboy. There he goes, McEwen. He broke free. The 10, the 5, touchdown, McGuffey. Phillip McEwen. He followed his fullback and then bounced off the one tackler that had a shot at him, and he was off to the races.
Slips out of what looks to be a surefire tackle, but McEwen follows Droboy down the hash marks, and he takes that gravy train all the way to Mashed Potato Town, and the Highlanders, with their first lead of the game, looking to add one more to it with the PAT.
McEwen will do the holding for Dylan Stewart for the point after attempt. That snap is down. The kick is up. And that kick is good with 5:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. McGuffey now has the lead 17-13 over Keystone Oaks. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Air 8 Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Welcome back here to Highlander Stadium. McGuffey in the lead for the first time tonight, off the legs of their quarterback, Phillip McEwen. Dylan Yeah, Dylan just kicked the extra point. Philip McEwen, what a nice run there. He was just trying to sneak forward for that first down. But you see that so many times where the defense has got everybody up tight trying to stop the short run, that once he gets past that first level, there was nobody left. And that's what happened there as he took it into the house from 26 yards out. Dylan Stewart has it teed up here, once again on the center, because that's the only place we're allowed to tee a football up here tonight at Highlander Stadium, according to this officiating crew. It's going to be another squib kick, and it's going to be caught inside the 35. And now running with it is the Keystone Oaks player. I believe that was number 84, which would be Hayden Kenny. No, that is 34. And that is Connor Lugelia. So he gives the Golden Eagles very nice field position because he was able to field that squib kick cleanly, and he gets it out to their own 44-yard line. So Keystone Oaks set up nicely on this drive. They'll come out in the spread formation as they have all night. Last drive they tried to run it and then eventually threw the interception. Now we've got another stoppage.
What's happening?
I don't know. We did get official word that the last stoppage that we didn't know what was apparently there was a profane word said on the field. Now, obviously we don't need that in the game, but we also don't need stoppage to figure out what to do with it.
I mean, you don't need to tattle and say, you can't do that and stop the entire game.
All right, they're going to hand it off. It's Wreck up the middle. It gets away from one guy and then gets through the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 4 up to the 48-yard line. So it brings up 2nd down and 6. Once again, Keystone Oaks trying to establish that run game here in the second half. It was McAdoo came in on the tackle, I believe. Yeah. And still getting the play from the sidelines is Buckley. 14 seconds on the play clock. Reck will line up to his right. They have 2 wide receivers to each side. He's in the shotgun. Gets a snap, hands it off again to Reck, and he is hit this time and dropped immediately. Getting in there in the backfield was number 70, Reno Presto. And they gave him 2 yards out to midfield, but
I didn't think he had 2 yards for that.
No,
I thought he was stopped for no gain. They're going to give him forward progress?
Did he bounce to the 50?
I didn't
because
see any bounce.
He literally got hit at the line of scrimmage and went right straight down. But unsportsmanlike conduct.
What?
What is going on here? Not only did they give him too much, this officiating crew is just kind of, it's bizarre, and now it's affecting the game. And there's another flag? Or is that just the one that was thrown before they walked over it?
I'm hoping that's the same one. So that's a 15-yard penalty.
So that moves the ball. It was going to be 3rd down. Instead, it's 1st down Keystone Oaks at the McGuffey 35-yard line. This is a different formation. Looks like a direct snap opportunity here. It is. It's going to be the wide receiver taken around. He's going to be hitting the backfield, knocked out of bounds for a loss there. That was Robinson who got the direct snap in the Wildcat, and that play went for negative yardage as he was pushed out back near the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he tried. They tried to go something a little bit fancy that time, and Robinson just tries to cut it to the left side, and nobody's home. He goes to the McGuffey sideline before he gets finally tackled.
2nd down and 12 now after the 2-yard loss. Robinson's going to go back to the right side as Buckley is going to take the snap in the shotgun. Still waiting to get the play called in from the far side. Now the play clock's down to 3 seconds. And they're going to have to call a timeout. The delay of game, the clock is up. The clock is 0. It's still 0. What is going on? The clock was 0 for 5 seconds before they called that timeout.
And they were going to let the play
The McGuffey coaches
go.
are furious. The McGuffey coaches should be furious.
I think
that clock was at 0 for a good 5 seconds before there was a timeout called.
And Highlanders.
What is it? This guy in the back has one job. The official down to our left, the back judge, has one job pre-snap.
I mean, this is ridiculous. You have a big clock with giant red numbers. I mean,
2 of them.
Yeah, one on either end. It doesn't get any more blatant than that. When it strikes 0, it's either you call a timeout or you take the penalty. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, this is just absolutely insane.
This is unbelievable.
And it's getting out of hand.
No, there's a couple things that are just like inexcusable. One is the whole kickoff debacle where they don't let them move it, because it's blatantly the McGuffey coaches tried to show them the rule, and they refused to look at it in the rule book. And this is one where literally we're staring at a clock with double zeros on it for seconds, and then they allow them to call a timeout well after that to save them the 5-yard penalty and keep it 2nd down and 12, whereas it should be 2nd down and 17.
I still don't understand how they were able to allot them a timeout. That should be a loss of 5. It should be 2nd and 17 from the 42. But no, it's 2nd and 12 from the 37.
Well, here we go. 2nd and 12. Buckley in the shotgun. And he gets the snap, and he's going to hand it off to Reck again on the right side. He's hitting the backfield this time and dropped for a loss of 1 back at the 38-yard line.
And he just got tackled by the entire McGuffey defense. Leading the charge, though, 55, Troy Falosk helps stop that play. And it looks like I'm going to give him no gain.
And he lost 1. It's 3rd and 13.
It is a loss of 1. Okay.
I would imagine Keystone Oaks will go to the air. They've had a lot of success tonight, and they would have had even more if they hadn't dropped some critical passes in that first half. 3rd and 13. They need to get down to the 25-yard line for a first down. They go trips right. This is another direct. No, Buckley he's being blitzed. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught in the flat. The running back has it, makes a move. That's Reck, and he's got a first down, and there's a flag in the middle of the field, and Reck is all the way inside the 15-yard line down to the 12, but there's a flag back at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be holding against Keystone Oaks, so this one hopefully is going back the opposite direction.
That's another screen pass to Reck, and that was their first scoring play of the game, the 61-yard screen pass to their halfback.
Yeah, Donnelly tried to come off the end there untouched. It wasn't enough.
They're waving off the flag.
Are you serious?
This is unbelievable. You threw the flag for a reason. Did you wave it off because you saw the big gain? Like, what is going on here?
It almost seems like the fix is in on this game.
This is bizarre. This is wow.
Didn't know it was Keystone Oaks.
This is insane. All right, well, McGuffey's defense has a tough one in front of them right now. It's 1st and 10 at the McGuffey 12 after the big play when they picked up the flag. Buckley in the shotgun again.
No, and it's a direct snap.
And it's going to be Robinson again. Can he get around Donnelly? No, he will not.
There should be a face mask, and there is.
There's a flag that comes out here, and Robinson is saying that Donnelly grabbed the face mask.
Opposite
and honestly,
way
the way things are going here, I would not be surprised. Ed Dalton does not look happy. This is going to go against McGuffey. I guarantee it.
I don't know how, because Robinson was trying to cut the outside, and he had the face mask of Donnelly blatantly in front of him and in front of the official.
They are calling it. Okay.
Oh, thank heaven.
Oh, both faces offsetting, so the play is going to go back to where it was.
This is just going from bad to worse.
It's going to be 1st and 10 again at the 12 as opposed. That was a loss of 10 yards at least on that play. This is such a bizarrely called game. All right, inside 3 minutes now here in the third quarter. It's 1st and 10 again. Buckley sends a man in motion. He's going to keep it. No, he gives it to the late man up the middle, and Reck has it all the way inside the 5. He's down at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal. Wow, there was a huge hold there for the tailback, and he was a second man through, and Keystone Oaks wants to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to take back the lead here late in the third quarter as they run players up to the line. Under center is Buckley, and he's going to try to plow forward, and I believe he pushed into the end zone there. No, the ball's on the ground. The ball came out. They're going to call him down and short of the line.
That it appears that way.
And it brings up second down and goal from the 1. Inside the 1. I imagine they'll keep doing the same thing. You don't have far to go if you're Keystone Oaks. And there goes the quarterback. He's into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown. So Buckley gives Keystone Oaks back the lead, 19-17. 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 1 second left in the third quarter.
Yeah, just unbelievable.
Palmer on to attempt the extra point. His last one was blocked by Logan Smith. Logan Smith having a big game tonight, also has an interception. There's a snap, kick is up, and that kick is good. With 2:01 to go in the third quarter, Keystone Oaks takes the lead 20-17 over McGuffey. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network. Powered by RH Sports Shop, here on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
Well, Keystone Oaks answered on that drive, and they took it all the way down the field, and they had good field position to start, and they cap it off the 1-yard run by their quarterback. Nick Buckley gives them the lead back 20-17. Palmer will do the kicking. So who's back deep now along with Dietrich?
Number 25.
And no, that's
Nate
Dietrich.
Rumstead.
Okay, yeah. Then Dietrich on that side gets the return out across the 30 near the 34-yard line. Yeah, and Dietrich switched spots too. So Dietrich moved over to the left side where Brookman was, and yeah, Romastan took over on the right side. So they will mark the ball at the 34. That's where the Highlanders will take over first down and 10. Philip McEwen heads out to the huddle. Both wide receivers split wide to the right side. A little bit of a different formation here tonight for the Highlanders.
That should be a five free yards. Looked like the linebacker lined up there over top of the guard, jumped a little bit early.
And they're going to call McGuffey. He did
Are
not.
you
He
serious?
did not go into the neutral zone, and McGuffey jumped. So
Oh,
5
jeez.
yards makes it first down and 15. And I think Coach might be taking. Is he taking a timeout, or who's he calling over the sideline? Just one player.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Looked like for a minute the offense thought he called them over. So first and 15. Ball this time now sits at the 29. Back to pass is McEwen. And now he's going to have to run for it. And no, he decides to pass. Got a man down. It's Travis White. Did he hold on to the ball?
Did. That's a catch.
Travis White. Wow, what a way to keep in bounds and catch the ball all the way across midfield at the Keystone Oaks 44-yard line.
What an amazing catch.
You'll see McEwen, he was pressured by two Golden Eagles and somehow on the run gets it all the way down the sideline to his wide out there who was wide open. And a huge play here on first down and long for McGuffey.
Yeah, Travis White untouched. Great job by McEwen. Highlanders on the move as they get across midfield.
McAdoo hurries out to the right side. He is wide right, and there you go, first and 10. There goes McEwen on the option. He's got some room at the 40, keeps it, and he lowers his head across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. That is a gain of 6 on the play by the quarterback, and it brings up second down and 4.
Gio Hutchison on the stop for the Golden Eagles on that last one. Great job again by McEwen. He had Dietrich trailing behind him, was thinking about giving up the option, but he decides to lower his shoulder. A great gain of 6. Be second down.
Travis White wide to the left side and McAdoo to the right, which is the short side of the field. 2nd down and 4. And up the middle to Donnelly. He pushes the pile forward. He's still on his feet. Still on his feet inside the 35, and I think he's got enough for the first down as they mark him down at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he just kind of kept his legs churning, rolled over top of a couple bodies that time, and then when he spun out, was able to get that extra 1.5 yards, which was good enough for a huge Highlander first down.
First down and 10 McGuffey at the Keystone Oaks 33-yard line. Ryan Keith this time goes to the left side of the field. McAdoo once again on the short side. And it's going to be a keeper up the middle, and there goes McEwen. He's still on his feet, still up, inside the 25, down near the 21-yard line. That's another first down for McGuffey.
He gets behind his fullback, which I believe was Donnelly that time. And he just rides it again for another Highlander first down. And the Golden Eagles not able to adjust. But I think they're going to let this one run out. There's only 10 seconds left to go in the third. And
that will be it for the third quarter. It's a good one here tonight, folks. McGuffey on the move, but they trail 20-17 to Keystone Oaks after 3 quarters of play. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by RH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Hi, this is Rusty Pettit with Cruise Planners. We're a full-service travel agency, and we can help you plan your next cruise, a vacation to an all-inclusive resort, a destination wedding, a honeymoon, or taking the kids to Disney World. It would be our pleasure to help you and your family plan your dream vacation. Visit our website, www.rocktheboatcruiseandtravel.com, or call me, Rusty Pettit, at 412-770-6511, and let's start planning.
Your home for Highlanders football all season long. You're listening to the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop.
Shale Pro Energy Services is the best-in-class natural gas service provider, and they are looking for new employees like you. Shale Pro offers a range of services across the region. They are currently looking for operators, roustabouts, compressor operators to support their clients in the Western PA area. Working for Shale Pro doesn't only give you full-time local work, but they also offer paid vacation time, health insurance, dental and vision, company match 401k, and several supplemental insurances. To apply, stop at any Shale Pro office or visit their website, www.shalepro.com. All right, we are ready for the start of the fourth quarter, and it is a 3-point game. Keystone Oaks leads McGuffey 20-17. McGuffey has the ball, first down and 10 at the Golden Eagles 21-yard line. That last carry by McEwen went for about 11 or 12 yards to set them up here just outside the red zone. Ball's on the right hash. McEwen goes under center. And wants to keep it himself. Cuts upfield, makes a move at the 20, and across the 15, still on his feet at the 5. First down and goal, McGuffey.
He hurdled one man coming down and across the center. I think that was the big man, number 60. Let me pick my score sheet up since I dropped it. Rivnak. That's who it was, Rivnak. He was able to shed past him. He gets down inside the 5. So it's first and goal for McGuffey. The ball at the Keystone Oaks 4-yard line.
McAdoo, the lone wideout, he goes to the right side of the field. McEwen under center. Gets a snap. Wants to give it to Dietrich. Does. He goes up the middle. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Ethan Dietrich from 4 yards out gives McGuffey the lead again.
Quick toss, Dietrich right side, hits the B gap. And he waltzes in that time. 4 yards out. McGuffey back on top. Trying to add one more to this 3-point lead with 11:19 left to go. And Dylan Stewart. Or not Dylan Stewart, that's somebody new.
No, that's him.
Is that? No, he wears. That
number
is,
1.
I'm sorry.
Snap is down. Kick is up. Oh, that's a short one.
Close,
Does it
good.
make it over? It sneaks over. And it is good with 11:19 to go in the fourth quarter. McGuffey now leads 24-20. We'll be right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by RH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Hi, everyone. Zach Waters from the McGuffey Sports Network. Whenever your home or business decides to give you a headache, turn to the experts you can trust at McKean Plumbing and Heating, located at 468 West Chestnut Street in Washington, and is your source for plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning. Whether it's a job for the do-it-yourselfer, a routine service call, or an installation, let the experienced staff assist with your needs. Call them at 724-225-6260 or stop in and visit them Monday through Fridays 8 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Plumbing, heating, electrical, or air conditioning, answer McKean. PA 9085.
All right, welcome back here to Highlander Stadium. And McGuffey back in front 24-20 after the second touchdown of the night by Ethan Dietrich, this one from 4 yards out. Stewart will tee it up on the 40-yard line. McAdoo runs out to tell him something. I'm guessing probably the marching orders for the kick. He's been squibbing the last few. Sometimes they've been able to handle them, sometimes they have not. So,
and it's worked out in their favor every time they have squibbed it.
Well, not every. The last time they got the ball almost midfield. It's
usually it's worked out.
It's hit or miss. We'll see how this one turns out. And it is another squib. A high hop here to number 10, and he is going to go right down at the 35-yard line. Could have got some more yards, but that is Jack Ribnak, and he gets the ball. That's the third time he's been able to get it tonight on those squibs. He fell on a couple of them around the same area. This time it took a nice room service hop right up to him, and he runs it to the 35 before he takes a knee. All right, Keystone Oaks with the ball. They've been trying to run the ball more in the second half. We'll see what they do on this series. Trips left. Colin Harris alone wide out to the right side. And Buckley in the backfield. He gets it, fakes the handoff, and he throws out a wide receiver screen again, and that's Robinson. He tries to stiff arm McEwen, and he can't get around him. But he does have a gain of about 8 all the way out to the 43-yard line.
It almost looked like on the far side, number 8 for McGuffey. Connor Crow was almost tackled down to the ground, and no flag called whatsoever.
So wide receiver screen gets them set up at 2nd down and 2. This time 2 wideouts to each side. Now they're going to move one of the wideouts to the right. That's Hayden Kenny. So trips right. The lone receiver on the left is Clinton Robinson. Buckley in the shotgun. They get it. They give it to their tailback, Reck. He's hit in the backfield, but he carries tacklers forward for a nice gain. He gets the first down out to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play, and he only needed 2.
Yeah, he's near the midfield stripe. And the Golden Eagles trying to establish another good drive if they can.
They look to the sideline as Buckley will bring the play back onto the field. Clock goes under 10 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Play clock down to 13 seconds now. Now down to 8 as they get lined up. They get the snap off. They're going to look this way. There's a man open in the flat. It's up in the air. Wow, right off the hands of LeConte. And incomplete. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. But the way he tipped that up in the air, it was ripe for the pick, and McGuffey just couldn't come up with it.
Isaiah Dale was in the vicinity as well as Connor Crow. But, yeah, that one just gets tipped by LeConte. That stops the clock, though. 9:40 left here in the fourth, with the Highlanders hanging on to a 4-point lead.
Keystone Oaks huddles up now. They head up to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. 2 wide to either side again. Buckley in the shotgun. He gets the snap, gives it to Reck, and he gets around the line of scrimmage and holding onto a leg and tackling him right across midfield is Logan Smith. It's a gain of about 5, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, and Smith really had to hold on or else he was going on a wild ride.
So 3rd down and 5 here. See if Keystone Oaks will keep it on the ground or go back out. They've been utilizing that wide receiver screen a lot. They'll probably do a lot of it by checking the defensive lineup here for McGuffey. And they do want to throw that screen again. It's up in the air, and it's caught, and it's going to be short of the 1st down by Robinson. He gets out of bounds about 2 yards short. He's right at the 45-yard line. They need to get down to the 43. So 4-down territory, I'm guessing, here for Keystone Oaks.
Yeah, and credit to Robinson and Donley. You know, we have a player down for the Highlanders, and that's a tough one. Logan Smith.
Yeah, he's down here on the near side. He's up on his knees. Now, looks like he is kind of holding that right arm, maybe a shoulder.
You hope it's nothing serious.
Smith's going to head over to the sideline with his trainer, and just, yeah, that right arm's just kind of hanging down there. So we'll take a look at him, and referees trying to get the teams back out on the field, I think, because it wasn't a full timeout. It was just the injury timeout, but Smith is up and off the field. So 4th down and 2, a huge play in this game tonight. 8:55 to go in the 4th quarter. Referee starts the play clock. They've got a full 40 seconds on there, so plenty of time for Keystone Oaks as they break the huddle over there with their coach. And they need to get 2 yards. McGuffey needs to stop them. They'll go trips right again, and they've been throwing that screen a lot to the trip side of the field here. See if they stick with that or go to the ground. Hard count by Buckley. Still with that hard count, down to 14 seconds on the play clock. There's the snap, and they give it to Reck. He's got a hole. He's got a huge hole. 1st down and more. Across the 30 now. Inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. A big hole opened up there for Sean Reck, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, he took it right up the center, and, I mean, they just kind of opened everything up. And another huge 1st down for the Golden Eagles.
Logan Smith still being attended to over here on the sideline. It's a big piece of that McGuffey defense. He's their middle linebacker. He might be putting his helmet back on. We'll see if he can make it back out there. Sometimes he's working out that right arm, kind of like loosening up his shoulder, it looks like. All right, so here they go, 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. They get the snap up the middle to Recca. He's hitting the backfield and dropped for a loss. That was Falosk who got in there real quick and dropped him for the 2-yard loss back at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, that time the defense did exactly what they needed to do. They just got into the backfield. They were finally able to stop the run. They identified that early on.
Troy Falosk that time gets the tackle for loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down and 12 now. Ball right at the 30. Personnel changes here for Keystone Oaks. They run some new wideouts out there. They want to go trips left. Once again, Colin Harris on the right side all by himself. Buckley in the shotgun gets it. Looking left. Throws over the middle of the field. It's going to be caught for the 1st down. And
no.
Did he drop it? Yes, he caught it. It's 1st down, and that is LeConte again, holding on after Connor Crow came up with a hit. Crow's saying McGuffey's saying Crow came up with the ball. There's no way that those refs are going to call anything like that the way this has been going tonight, regardless of what happened. But it's a big play, 1st down over the middle, and that puts the ball right outside the 10-yard line at the 11, 1st down and 10. Clock winding down to 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go here. Two wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Buckley in the shotgun with Sean Reck lined up to his right side. There's the handoff to Reck. He's up the middle, and he's going to be hit as he crosses the 10, gets down near the 9-yard line for a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. And Logan Smith heading back out onto the field.
Yeah, it's a great sight to see finally.
And that is going to bring Aiden Odell off the field, who was filling in for him. 6.5 minutes to go. Play clock still over 21 seconds to go as Keystone Oaks taking their time here.
Yeah, they're just trying to take as much time as they can off the clock right now.
2nd down and 8 when they line up, and this is an I formation. I believe it's the first time they've lined up in the I all night tonight. 3 wide. They get it, and they're going to hand off to the tailback, and he gets away from one guy, but gets tackled around the 6-yard line there, and that will bring up 3rd down and about 6 to go. They can still get a 1st down inside the 1.
It's kind of unique to see them switch things up to put a secondary blocking back in the backfield. They're trying to get into the end zone, but I think this one's going to come down to who has the ball last.
All right, so here we go. 3rd down and 6. Buckley still looking to the sideline for the play. 15 seconds on the play clock. If McGuffey's got a big play in their pocket, this would be a good time for it. It's down to 7 o'clock. They're going to have to hurry. Although we've seen this not be called. 3 seconds on it. They get the snap off. Looking to pass. He throws. He's got a man. It's tipped in the air and incomplete. He had LeConte out in the flat, and he was open, but he threw it too far to his left, and that brings up 4th down and 6.
Yeah, that's got to hurt.
Probably
the critical down.
This is the most critical play of this game so far to this point, I would say. 4th down and 6. Ball is at the 7-yard line. Definitely 4-down territory here for Keystone Oaks. McGuffey needs a stop. Clock stopped at 5:18 remaining. McGuffey has 3 timeouts. Keystone Oaks has 2. Keystone Oaks will come out with 2 wide receivers split to each side. Reck lines up to the left side of Buckley. In the shotgun, he gets the snap. He's rolling left, looking left. He might run it. He throws. It's going to be in the end zone. Did he catch it? He did.
Wow.
The ball is caught for the touchdown. That's LeConte. And that gives Keystone Oaks the lead with 5:12 remaining.
A lot of back and forth. I thought that one might have smacked off the turf, but LeConte coming through in the clutch when he needed to. 5:12 left to go, and the Golden Eagles of Keystone Oaks regain the lead.
This is a big extra point. They've already had one blocked. And this is Palmer for the attempt. Buckley does the holding. The snap is down. The kick is up, and that one missed it. That one missed wide to the left. So right now it's only a 2-point game, and a field goal could win this game for McGuffey. So with 5:12 left to go, it's now Keystone Oaks 26, McGuffey 24. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by RH Sports Shop, care to the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Highlanders Nation, looking for that perfect piece of clothing to showcase your McGuffey spirit? Look no further than Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington. Fanatic Impressions offers a wide variety of sporting goods, athletic apparel, and school spirit gear. Have an event coming up? Fanatic Impressions offers custom bulk screen printing and promotional product printing to help make your team, event, wedding, or business all the more personal. Open Monday through Saturday. Fanatic Impressions at 166 South Main Street in Washington.
Welcome back here after the touchdown by Keystone Oaks. They missed the extra point, so the lead is 26-24. This has been a back-and-forth battle all night long between these two Century Conference foes. It's going to be Dietrich and Wagers back deep. They're standing just outside their 15-yard line. This is going to be end over end heading towards the sideline, and that is going to go out of bounds for the flag, and that should put the ball at the 35-yard line for McGuffey to start this drive.
So we hope it's a 35.
Yeah. Yeah, they've made up some other stuff tonight, so we'll see. Will they let him pick the hash mark? Now what's going on? Is it the 40 or the 35? I thought it was the 35. Maybe I'm wrong. Fans are yelling 40. Well, I could very well be wrong with it. I thought it was 35, but I could be wrong. But if it goes to the 40, it goes to the 40. We'll see where they end up with this. Looks like they're going to put it at the 35. No. No, they're just switching out the ball. Yeah, 35-yard line.
The fans are even calling it.
Fans are going nuts. I honestly can't speak to that because I did think it was the 35, but I could be wrong. But anyway, here we go. First down and 10 regardless. McAdoo to the right side, Travis White to the left. McEwen gets ready under center. And in motion is Wagers. They give it to him on the jet sweep, and he's going to try to cut up the field, but he will not be able to do so. Tackled in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. And on that tackle was number 58, Christian Flaherty, I believe.
And Flaherty was able to block Preston.
Or no, that was 59. Who did we find out that was? That
59 is, sorry about that, Anthony Stribling.
Stribling, all right. So.
Yeah, and he was able to block Presto right back into wagers for that 1 yard loss.
Clock winding, under 5 minutes to go here. McGuffey trailing by 2. McEwen gets the snap, and he's going to keep it. Around the con, he's got some room around the 40. 45, first down as he gets near midfield. Phillip McEwen kept it on the option around the left side, and there was nobody there to meet him.
No, he took the left side. It was wide open. About as open as a open house that time.
He put the ball right at the 50-yard line, first down and 10 McGuffey. That was a 16-yard carry for McEwen. Clock stops with the run out of bounds. McAdoo to the right side. Travis White to the short side on the left. McEwen gets under center. And in motion is Dietrich. And they get it to the fullback up the middle. And pushing forward there, is that Droboy that's back out there? It is. Dylan Droboy gets across the 45, inside the 45 for a gain of about 5.5, maybe 6 yards. It brings up second down and 4.
Just a great strong run by Droboy that time.
Ryan Keith going to bring the play into the huddle. Keith and McAdoo split wide to the right side. Second down and 4. And keeping it as the quarterback. He's still on his feet, still going, and he's got a first down across the 40. Falls inside near the 38-yard line. Phillip McEwen somehow just would not go down, and he moves the sticks again for the Highlanders.
Yeah, it looked like there might have been a face mask in there somewhere, but Droboy looked like he tripped back here on the replays. You see it come set under center, fakes it off to Droboy, and then he gets through one, and then it looked like 58 threw a hand up into the face of Phillip McEwen. That was Flaherty, but it's enough for a first down, and the Highlanders are on the move.
First down and 10, ball at the 38-yard line of Keystone Oaks. And they go up the middle again to the fullback, and this time it's not much room, maybe a gain of 1 down to the 37. Droboy with the carry there, and it'll bring up second down and 9. Clock all the way down to 3 minutes. They're going to have to start to be conscious of that clock. I understand you don't want to leave Keystone Oaks with any time here if you're able to score, but you also have to make sure you've got enough time to run the offense you want to run.
Oh, absolutely. You have to be, as you said, very conscious. Down, distance. What part of the field the ball's being placed on?
Second and 9. Wide receivers split to each side. McEwen pitches to Dietrich. Heads up the middle. 35 and down across the 35 near the 33-yard line, or 32 rather. And that's going to bring up third down and about 4 yards to go.
First down marker at the 28-yard line.
Clock down to 2:15.
But what's nice is McGuffey still has all 3 timeouts.
Now they're going to need them because
eventually they will.
2 minutes. They're going to be well under 2 minutes when this snap goes off, and they are still outside the 30-yard line. McEwen under center, third down and 4. And in motion's Dietrich. And McEwen keeps it, and he got close to the 30. He's still going to be short of the first down by about 2. So fourth down and 2 to go, and you better use your timeouts here. They are going to do that. So we'll take it with them with 1:37 to go. McGuffey on the move, but they have a fourth down and 2 when we get back. The McGuffey Sports Network, powered by ARH Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Highlander fans, let's face it, nobody enjoys when their vehicle needs service work. So let the trusted professionals at Route 40 Auto ease your worries. It's quality service and diagnostics with a hometown feel, offering brakes, exhaust, tune-ups, engine repair, transmission repair, suspension repair, and regular maintenance for your vehicle. Maybe it's as simple as an oil change or as pesky as a state and emission test. Call Route 40 Auto at 724-484-7963 or stop in at 150 Route 40 West in West Alexander.
Welcome back, and what a play. We've had what we called the biggest play of the game, and Keystone Oaks found what they needed on that one. This is the biggest play of the game for the McGuffey offense so far. 4th down and 2. Ball is at the 30-yard line. There's a minute 37 to go. They only have 2 timeouts. They need to convert this. Otherwise, it's very well the ball game for them. McAdoo's going to go to the right side. To the left side is Ryan Keith. Dylan Droboy is their fullback. Keystone Oaks has everybody up tight. One safety is back, and that's Dante Moore, and he's in the linebacker position. Back and rolling out is McEwen. He's gonna try to go to the right side. Can he get around? He's got some room to the 35. He's got the corner. First down, McGuffey out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
I was looking for the late hit on McEwen after he was able to get the first down, but
wow, McEwen made something out of absolutely nothing. That was a busted play. Keystone Oaks had everybody in the backfield. Somehow he pulled a Houdini and escaped around the right side of the defense.
He went into spin cycle mode and just took it down the opposing hash mark there. He gets the first down. Hey, they're still alive here with $1:28 to go.
If they end up scoring on this drive, that run by McEwen very well could be the play of the season. McAdoo to the right, Travis White to the left. First down and 10, ball at the 23. 1:28 to go. Back to pass, McEwen. Rolling out again, wants to run. And there's a flag. That's going to be holding, and that's going to be a big penalty. And there's a flag in the backfield. It's going to be a holding call. And that, if it's from the spot of the foul, that is going to put the ball back near the 38-yard line. That is an enormous penalty.
Not the direction you want to move.
He lost 2 on the play, but if that, they're going to mark it off from the spot of that foul.
Which they will.
And that's a huge loss. He marked that off 11 yards. It's supposed to be 10 from the spot of the foul. The flag was at the 28. He put the ball at the 39. I don't want to get too upset about 1 yard, but I mean that's a microcosm of how these guys have officiated this game tonight. So that breaks it first down and 24. They have to get to the 14-yard line or thereabouts to get a first down. With 1:20 to go, McEwen under center. Wagers in motion. Wanting to pass, throwing down the middle. He's got a man. It's Dietrich. He's got the ball. He's got it inside the 10 and inside the 5. First down and goal, McGuffey. Ethan Dietrich, right down the middle of the field, comes up with a huge catch.
I got goosebumps after watching that. McEwen, cool, calm, collective. He's almost like Joe Cool back here. A little 3-step drop and just throws a miracle right over the center to Dietrich. The Highlanders are in business right now, and I don't know if you can hear this crowd, but they are on their feet, and I don't know where else you'd rather be than right here, right now.
Travis White will bring the play in. They're letting the clock wind down. Keystone Oaks is now going to call a timeout with 55 seconds to go. That is their second. They will have 1 remaining. When we come back, it is first down and goal, McGuffey. Ball at the 4-yard line. You're listening to McGuffey Sports Network, Power Bay Area Sports Shop, carried on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Looking to earn fast cash for scrap metal and vehicles? Brookman Iron and Metals will pay you top dollar for unwanted scrap metal or junk cars. Since 1931, Brookman Iron and Metals has offered the highest market prices for scrap metal, from iron to brass to vehicles. Looking to recycle? Their local family-owned company will take any recyclable metal off your hands. In addition, you have easy access to their clean location to recycle without a hassle. Don't let recyclable metal materials take up your much-needed space. Use a roll-off container from Brookman Iron and Metals to provide you with a convenient solution for your recycling needs. Brookman Iron and Metals, located at 4 Race Street in Washington, 724-222-4260.
All right, right back here after this. And we talked about those extra points miscues by Keystone Oaks. They had 1 block and then they missed it. So right now, instead of being a 4-point game or even a 3-point game, it's a 2-point game. So McGuffey has the ball at first and goal at the 4. They can win this with the field goal. Obviously, they'd love to get into the end zone, but that's where we're at right now. They've got everybody in tight. McEwen is going to be under center with Travis White lined up tight on the left side and McAdoo on the right. Dylan Droboy is the fullback. Dietrich and Charles Wagers are the wingbacks there on each side of the line. McEwen, first down and goal. He's just going to push forward, And he rolls off the side. A helmet comes
Well,
off
that
of
might
one
be
of the
his
Keystone.
helmet.
That was
No,
a dark
was
helmet.
it?
So it's Keystone Oaks. That's one of the defensive linemen.
Well, I think they do have to stop the clock because of the helmet coming off.
And then they should start it again, though, with the full 40-second clock, I would think. Well, they started the play clock. They did not start the game clock.
They should start it right about now.
Okay. 22 seconds on the play clock, so McGuffey is going to have to hurry here. I don't know if they know that. The game clock's down to 39 seconds. Hurry up to the line, guys. 10 seconds here.
You got to make it happen.
You got to hurry.
Burn a timeout.
Now down to 7 seconds. They got to get this snap off. Down to 4. You don't want to give up 5 yards here.
Yep.
They're going to have to call a timeout. Yeah, that was I think the officials screwed up yet again. They did not reset the play clock. They had the game clock running. The play clock did not go. And I'm pretty sure with that helmet being off, everything was supposed to stop.
It should have
with that.
stopped by rule. Everything has to stop. Then once the player who lost his helmet exits the field, the replacement comes on for one play. Everybody gets set. Then they start winding the clock again.
Well, that could be big, too, because now McGuffey, they had 2 timeouts in their arsenal. Now they're down to 1. .28 seconds on the clock when we come back here, and it is 2nd down and goal. Ball is sitting at the 3-yard line. That was a 1-yard gain by McEwen on that last run, and they're right in the center of the field.
Essentially right from where they would snap or snap the extra point from.
Keystone Oaks still has 1 timeout remaining as well. Droboy once again the fullback. McAdoo to the right, Ryan Keith to the left. And they're going to give it. No, it's Dietrich. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Ethan Dietrich from 3 yards out. Number 3 for him on the night. With 25 seconds to go, McGuffey takes a 4-point lead. And I think they're going to go for 2.
I wouldn't
because you have to. There's no. The extra point does
to.
absolutely nothing. The extra point does nothing. A 2-point conversion makes it 6 points, and then they are forced, if they get a touchdown, to make their extra point. So I think you're going to see McGuffey go for it because the extra point is meaningless if they kick it. They have a 30-26 lead, and I think they're going to have to. What are they going to do? They're going to call their last timeout. So there you go. If you want to keep it here, you can keep it here. For
yeah,
this.
we'll just keep it here. I mean, let's just talk about the excitement that's just kind of unraveled here within the past couple minutes. We go back to the replay. And you see McEwen get set under center. And everyone thinks McEwen has the ball, but he gives a quick flash to Dietrich on the right side. And I'll tell you what, that was a really big hole that opened up. I think you could have fit at least one.
I think McEwen could have ran it if he wanted to. Like when he turned around after he gave the ball away, he could have, either one of them could have ran it.
And it was just misdirection, though, and that caught Keystone Oaks off guard. And that is a huge gain for the Highlanders because now they regain the lead. 25 seconds left to go. This game has just been beyond wild tonight, I would say.
So McGuffey used their last timeout to huddle up on the sideline here to call a 2-point conversion play. They're going to go out here with McAdoo and Travis White both lined up tight inside. Near the tight end position on the line of scrimmage, and McEwen's under center. Man in motion's Dietrich. And rolling out is McEwen. He's going to have to throw it. He's got to get rid of it. He's still got the ball. Throws. No, pump fakes, and he's going to go down. And he's sacked in the backfield. So the 2-point conversion is no good, but McGuffey has the lead 30-26 with 25 seconds to go as we get ready for the kickoff by Dylan Stewart, and I'm guessing it's going to be another squib because that's what he's been doing all night. So Keystone Oaks has the 1 timeout remaining, and they're going to get the ball here, and we'll see where they get it after this kickoff by Dylan Stewart. What a game tonight.
You have to be smart on where your ball placement is right now. You don't want to let their two speed demons try to break to the outside. You want to have everybody stay home and just kind of contain. Keep everybody bunched in.
All right, so he will tee it up. They will send the two deep men back, but they haven't been kicking to them. They did bring one of them up now. They have Hutchinson up, lined up as one of the up men now. He is lined up near the 32-yard line. And they also now have Sean Reck up there as well. So they're trying to sneak some guys up here based on what McGuffey's been doing with this kick. If I'm Stewart, I try to nail it down here into this corner now that they have those guys caught.
Why not?
He's got the leg.
And he can definitely put the ball down there in the corner.
Here's the run-up. It is a squib, and it's going to be caught by the Reck. He's got it at the 40. He's across the 40 and gets out to the 44-yard line. So their tailback, that was a good job by him scooping it up. 4 seconds went off the clock. There's now 21 seconds to go.
I might have tried to go opposite and kick down the right side and keep it away from Reck. But still, 21 seconds to go. 1 timeout. This is going to feel like the longest 21 seconds of your life, I think.
I think that is accurate. So we know they can move the ball through the air. They've been trying. When they've gone deep, it's been down the middle of the field. They're going to send to the left side. That is Robinson and LeConte. They got 2 to the right as well. Buckley in the shotgun, 1st and 10 at their own 45. They get the snap. He's back. He's looking. Shriver's giving him pressure. It's going to be incomplete. And that took only 4 seconds off the clock. So 17 to go after the incompletion. 2nd down and 10.
And it looked like Buckley threw that off of his back foot.
Well, he had Schreiber kind of bearing down on him, and I think that did alter that throw a little bit.
A little bit. He didn't look like he was set whenever he came through on his follow-through on it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so 2nd down and 10. Ball still at the 44 after the incompletion. Buckley in the shotgun. It's a snap. This wide receiver left early on this side. He's going to throw down the sideline. It's caught, and it's a 1st down and more all the way inside the 30. Clock will stop with 11 seconds to go. A big play. That's what Keystone Oaks needed to give themselves some shots at the end zone. Ball right at the 30-yard line. Why is the clock not starting? Now it's starting. 10 seconds to go. This might be the last play. They clock it. 6 seconds to go. They clock the ball. I thought they had a timeout.
I think they used it. He took a knee.
If he took a knee, then they need to use their timeout.
Down, yeah.
He took a knee and he didn't clock the ball. I don't know. It was such a big pile in there.
Well, the coach is still standing on the field. I don't understand that one. He took a knee. The clock should be
And the play clock's not even running. They've got all the time in the world. They got 40 seconds to run this if they want.
So wait a minute. Did they just get a free timeout?
Basically. And here they are trying to pass. They throw down to the corner. They've got a man down there. It's going to be – is he in the end zone? He caught that. You've got to be kidding me. They just scored a touchdown with no time on the clock, and that's the ball game. Buckley threw it for 30 yards. And that is how we're going to end this game tonight. Unbelievable. What a heartbreaker.
There's no way. He took a knee. They didn't call a timeout.
All right, we'll be back here to wrap things up. Final score is 32-30. Keystone Oaks. Right back here on the McGuffey Sports Network, powered by Area Sports Shop, here on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Since 1988, Tri-State Designs has provided customers with the highest quality awards for all occasions. Conveniently located on Main Street in Claysville, Tri-State Designs features a full showroom with many examples of the various awards they offer. Trophies, plaques, ribbons, engravings, or maybe you need a custom order. No problem. Stop in or give them a call at 724-663-5346. Tri-State Designs, a trusted award shop and proud supporter of McGuffey Athletics.
Alexis Family Dentistry is a full-service general dental practice offering comprehensive dental health care service in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Dr. Alexis, a McGuffey graduate, is inspired to make patients her priority by working together for your healthier smile. Her goal is to help you relax and address all your questions and concerns. Your individual treatment plan is crafted to fulfill all your dental health needs and to reach your goals for a beautiful and healthy smile. Call Dr. Alexis today at 724-470-9750 to schedule your appointment. Dr. Alexis, a proud Highlander supporter.
We're back here. We're not sure what's going on. The officials are still on the play. I don't think they need to do an extra point. I'm not sure what's going on. Unsportsmanlike on Keystone Oaks, but there was no time on the clock.
So what's that mean?
I don't know. They don't need to run the extra point. They already have a lead if they gave them the touchdown. I don't think they need to. Who caught that pass? Was that Robinson?
Yes.
But there's no time on the clock.
I don't understand.
Are they saying it was down at the 1? No, they still have points on the board. He was in the end zone.
There's no reason for them to do the extra
They don't
point.
have
The
to do the
game's
extra
over.
point. What is going on?
Wow.
And now they called their last timeout. There were so many things wrong with that last play. Are we able to roll that back to
Kevin, you
right
get that up
when they said they clocked it, but but everybody here in the stadium said that he took a knee. And I honestly,
he did.
by the time I saw him, there was bodies around it. I didn't see what had happened.
He did take a knee. There was no timeout called, but somehow, miraculously, there's no timeout on the board.
And then they also didn't start the play clock, so he had all time in the world. They had time to huddle up on the sidelines
to figure out what they were going to do. And then he throws a bomb into the end zone.
Which should have been covered. I mean,
it should have been covered, but if he takes a knee, then it's over. If they didn't call a timeout, it's over with 6 seconds. Unbelievable.
This is crazy. And this is such an important game for the conference standings. I'm not even sure why we're doing this. I don't know why. If they awarded the touchdown, I don't know why we are doing the extra point.
Well, they're just going to take a knee anyway, so it doesn't matter.
This is a meaningless play.
What are they doing?
Well, here they are in the shotgun. Time was down. And he's going to throw it. It's going to be batted away in the end zone, incomplete. And
that makes
final
no
score
sense.
is 32-30. So
unbelievable.
Well, we'll just keep it here. We already took the break. So let's. It was 13-10 Keystone Oaks at the halftime. McGuffey came out, scored to take the lead. Well, a 26-yard run by McEwen, 17-13. Keystone Oaks would answer that with a 1-yard run by their quarterback Buckley, and they took a 20-17 lead. Into the fourth quarter, more back and forth. 4-yard run by Dietrich made it 24-20. Keystone Oaks would get a 7-yard pass from Buckley to LeConte with 20 to make it 26-24 as they missed the extra point. McGuffey, what we thought was going to be the winning touchdown, was a 3-yard run by Dietrich with 25 seconds left. The 2-point conversion was no good, but somehow in the last play of the game, with a really bizarre finish, Keystone Oaks threw a 30-yard pass, Buckley to Robinson, to make the score 32-30, and that's how this game wrapped up. McGuffey will be home next week on a non-conference matchup against South Park, and then on the road again at the following week for the final regular season game conference matchup at Wash High. So I don't know what to say, man. This is a rough one. And it was a really bizarre way for it to end. With it was a bizarrely officiated game from the beginning, and then you hate to see it come in ugly and rear its head like that and make such a difference. But if that was if he did in fact take a knee and knock down the ball, at the very least they needed to take a timeout there, which they did not do.
No, but they somehow get awarded a free timeout.
They got basically a free one because there was no play clock ran, and Keystone Oaks is going to somehow come away with this victory. So here's the pass. This is the touchdown pass, which it was right before that. It would have been. I don't know if we can go back to that to see for sure if he. It's the play right before that.
And it was. He did take a knee. So this was right before.
Yeah, so they have they get the, then what you can't see out of the screen here is that the play clock's not even moving.
No, but here's where he takes a knee. And this is where all the confusion starts happening.
And that's what you can see Troy Folosk there saying to wind the clock, wind the clock.
Yeah, he was trying to give a signal.
The crowd
to
was
wind
screaming for it.
But yeah, he takes a knee. And the official even says it's second down. They're still saying it's second down.
Yeah, they still say it's second, which it was, but then here's the play, so they're going to. Yeah, well, he did that all night. Yeah, Jason just said the receiver left, or he did it all night. We're just trying to see for sure because we've got it on tape. We want to take advantage of this and see what this was. And so, yes, there it is for sure. He takes a knee.
He takes
the snap, and there it is right here. We'll watch him right here. Takes the snap.
Doesn't
kneels
spike it.
down.
Kneels down. So
kneels down on the ball. He did not spike the ball. That is the clock should have kept running at that point.
If he would have spiked it, okay, I get it.
They did have one timeout left, but
he takes a knee.
And
that clock should have ran off,
wow.
And McGuffey should have held on, and it would have been 30-26.
Yeah, crazy. Okay, well, anyways, crazy tonight. I really wish we didn't have to sign off with the score the way it is, but unfortunately we do, folks. Final score: Keystone Oaks 32 and McGuffey 30. We'll be back next week with more Highlanders football. For Zach Waters, Kevin Robinson, and Jason Curran, I'm Rusty Pettit saying have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next week.